I gotta pull the sheet up.
I didn't look at the sheet. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Of course, bro.
You are annoying,
we know,
bro. Because you sent the album after it was already in the thing.
You're not telling us any secrets, bro.
Yeah. I'm not in that group chat, so I didn't get no sheet.
Oh yeah, you dang.
You
didn't
removed
get a sheet.
you removed yourself out the group chat.
Exactly. I
That's
just
fucked
said I
up,
wasn't
bro.
in the group chat, so I
That's
mean,
fucked up, bro.
You don't like us.
no.
Okay, Brandon. So you think that we invited you because of Stranger Things? We actually invited you because it's an intervention.
And we want you
There's
back
nothing to
on the pod.
And we want you
intervene.
back on the pod.
Yeah, we do.
No.
What say you?
Not a full-time commitment.
That's fair.
Damn.
That's fair.
And if you ain't fucking with this podcast, then you're just a bitch ass trick.
But welcome back to another episode of Save It for the Pod, episode number 73. It's a special episode because we have the OG member, Young Grizz, in the building, Brandon back in the building. Hey. Welcome
like
back,
old
Brandon.
times again.
It really does. But on the flip side, we missing AJ, and AJ was definitely hoping to call in, but we kind of dropped the ball. So sorry, AJ, that we couldn't get you on and have the whole full squad back. But Brandon, welcome back. How it feel to be back on the pod?
It feels so annoying, so yeah, it's pretty good.
Bruh, stop acting. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't shout in front of these niggas. G like won't be. Don't do that.
I'm not showing out.
Phil,
I said for the pod. I mean, we run every Sunday, so you cool.
Phil, you
then.
don't think you're annoying?
Absolutely
Feels
not.
definitely
Luke is way more annoying than I am.
Y'all
but
both
there could
annoying.
be two people,
Yeah.
annoying
No,
people in a
Luke
room.
is more annoying than I'll ever be.
Okay, that's not
Two
true.
things can be true.
Yes, two things can be true.
But yeah, we'll jump. Well, actually, before we jump in, again, we apologize for not recording last week. We actually did give y'all a heads up, but there's a lot of topics to jump on. How was y'all week off? How was 4th of July? Y'all do anything fun for 4th of July? Celebrate the white man's holiday?
It's actually our holiday, and it's more so our holiday than it is theirs because we're the foundation of America and we built America.
So we have Juneteenth and 4th of July back to
of
back.
course.
Yeah.
Tell them the mathematics, God.
Yeah, this is our holiday. Like, people like, oh, no. Like, we got Juneteenth for freedom. But when you talk about Americans' independence, that's because of us. We was on the front line.
Facts.
Crispus Attucks was the first soldier to die in the war. Was it Crispus Attucks?
I don't know.
Yeah.
History
What's that
was
Chris-
not my subject.
Crispus Attucks. I'm pretty sure. But,
Christmas at
no, Crispus. Crispus Attucks.
Christmas, my man.
Christmas.
But I'm pretty sure he was the first soldier to die.
Fact check it, Luke.
He was the first soldier to die in the, what do you call that shit?
The Revolutionary War.
The Revolutionary War. I think one of them.
The Revolutionary or the Civil War?
Well, it would have to be
The
Revolutionary.
Revolutionary
if it was
War.
4th of
It was
July,
the
right?
Revolutionary War.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crispy Atticus,
Yes. He's a black man.
an American sailor.
Crispy or Crispus?
Crispus. Crispus Attucks.
I know, but
killed
Luke's,
in the.
Luke's looking right now. He said crispy.
I'm joking. It's Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Boston Massacre. He was the first American killed in the American Revolution.
And
Okay.
he was black man. Bing, bing, bing.
Oh, yeah, that's when they, yeah, okay. And
Yeah.
that's Boston Massacre.
Yeah, Boston Tea Party comes from that. But anywho, this is our country, so I celebrate. I love the 4th of July. I love being American. I know it's
So-
not cool to say, but
You was definitely rocking the dad fit
for sure.
on 4th of July. But I asked you, how was your 4th of July? What'd you do?
It was good, man. What
You
did I do
saw
on 4th
you
of
saw the
July?
worst fireworks
Yeah,
ever, right?
that's what we did. We me and Danny went to.
Why you keep adjusting shit?
Just shut up, nigga. Me and Danny went to a fireworks show at the Carousel Club.
Okay.
It was the worst fireworks show I've
Insecure
ever been
about
to
that.
in my life.
Then why did you tell me I should slide?
No, I told you to slide. I didn't know it was gonna be the worst show.
Where was it at?
The
Carousel
Carousel
Club.
Club. So
It's,
it's,
it's kind of like
it's
the
owned
wharf.
by the wharf.
yeah,
Oh.
it's way
Is
more
it,
space.
Is it downtown?
No, it's in is that Hollywood?
Hallandale.
Hallandale.
Hollandale, okay.
Aventura, like at the it's like close to Aventura Mall.
Yeah, it's way more space. Super nice. So the vibes are great, and they had, if you buy American whiskey, you get a free Bud Light or Budweiser. Which
Budweiser.
I don't really care for Budweiser, but they could have any other American beer there. But it was free, so I drank it. But the vibes were great. It was super like family friendly. It was like nice. People came out and there 4th of July stuff. The kids were playing. Drinks was good. And it was just that the show, actual fireworks show, was so disappointing. Where they didn't even have the fireworks that explode and go like boom.
Yeah.
They only have the sparklers.
They just had the shit that shoot straight up, just pew.
Oh, that's trash.
But the crazy thing is, because it's facing east towards the beach, you could see Aventura's fireworks show, and you can see Hollywood's, which was 10 times better. So people was just watching theirs the whole time.
Wait, so the wharf or the
Carousel Club.
they put on their
Carousel
own fireworks show.
They did. But it looks like they bought the fireworks from like shit we get fireworks
Yeah.
from.
But your American white dad fit, I definitely feel like turned you into a Karen. Because I've never heard somebody complain about fireworks, and you kept complaining about it.
Damn.
Because Phil had the dad hat on. He had the shirt tucked into the jorts.
Into the jorts. That's an important fact.
With my American
With high
flag,
high socks
American socks on.
my
and
American
white
flag socks.
and the belt super tight.
Yeah, that's like
My dog was looking like an all-American dad out there. Now I know why All-American is your favorite show, bro.
Yeah, he
Luke.
said he loves America, man.
I love America, bro. Think about
why you love this trash ass country, bro?
because this is my country. This is the only country I know.
What do you mean trash country?
Bro,
country's
this
not that trash.
we can have this conversation and it could last hours, but I think we can all agree that
I don't know, Brandon. Do you support Roe versus Wade, or do you support the overturning of Roe versus Wade?
Just because we going through
I
some difficult
support
times, doesn't
Roe
mean it's
versus Wade. I don't.
just because we
okay. I'm being a little.
That's what he's kind of saying.
I'm being a little facetious. This country is not a. Okay, the country is trash. I don't think it's like terrible, but I mean it's trash with a whole other bunch of trash countries. But there are definitely countries that are better. I mean, am I knowledgeable as to why all these other countries are? But no, I mean America has its issues, just like every other country. We're not perfect. Like propaganda makes us believe that we are. Like we have our
American
issues.
dream and all that shit.
But all I'm saying, even if you think it's a trash country, should I not love my country? This is my
No.
home
You
country.
could do that. You could do that. I'm
So
just
I love
giving you
being
a hard
American,
time.
yeah. Because I mean, where you gonna put me in another country? I can't relate. Those
I
are not
will
my
say I am
customs.
surprised though with how much you love African culture, like African history, your roots, and how much you try to learn about Africa. I am kind of surprised to hear you say that though.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, no, I've never been to Africa. So even if you put like, I want to visit Africa.
He's too far removed.
Yeah,
Family can't even tell you about Africa.
I don't speak
because,
the
you know,
language. I don't know the real the real
you
traditions and
can't really
culture.
it's really hard to trace
Yeah.
yourself back to Africa
Yeah.
too, as well, because of what this country did. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's definitely not like the best, you know, but it is what it is. I don't know any better, so I can't really say that I hate this country.
Yeah.
It's still my country at the end of the day. I'm born here.
Yeah.
Speak the language. I've only known America. I mean, I visited a couple other countries, but this is my country, and I'm proud that this is my country because we built this country. So, you know, and being patriotic, black people are the most patriotic people in this country. We love America. We just don't always look
We've
like.
had the
I
struggle.
don't know if black people are the most
Yeah,
patriotic.
yeah.
No, I think
White
we are.
folks patriotic as shit, bro.
No,
Especially
African Americans African Americans love this country. We just have we are indifferent about this country because we know the history of this country.
Yeah, I've agreed with most of what you said up until then. I don't think African Americans, for the most part, love this country.
I disagree.
If we did a poll, not like us,
Yeah,
save it for the pod. Like I'm saying, if there was a poll done for African Americans on do you love this country or not, I think the overarching consensus would be no.
There's a difference between do you love the country or do you hate the people in it. That's two different arguments. Like the country is like the country, but like, you know, the people in it are the ones who are making it bad for everybody. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? People who get into these positions in power and stuff like that, and then they mess it up for everybody. Yeah. And then that's what we have this outlook of like, you know, oh man, forget this country. The country ain't doing shit. It's the people who are in power who are making the laws 100%. That we follow and abide by. Yeah. Like turning over Roe versus Wade. If people voted for the right people to get in there and right people got in there, they'd still be there, you know?
Would I want to live anywhere else? No. But I can admit that this country's a shithole.
So then what does that say about you if you don't want to live anywhere else?
I don't disagree. I mean, we can agree to disagree.
But I was also born in a different country, so there's that.
You don't think you live anywhere else? I think I could live in some.
Well,
European
could
countries.
I? Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely could live anywhere else.
Do
Like,
I
you know.
want to? No. I
This
mean,
country can't be that bad if all these niggas keep coming here. It's the
Oh,
reason
no,
why
well, yeah.
everybody's coming here.
No. When you're in another country, you don't realize some of the things about this country.
'Cause it's
Because
painted.
they sell
It's painted, yeah.
the American dream.
Yeah.
My parents, if you ask them right now if they'd come to this country, if you ask them would they like knowing what they know, would they come back? They'd say no.
But they came and stayed. They didn't have to stay.
They still here.
They trying to get
they're
up out
actually
of here.
No, they're actually leaving.
Yeah,
We
Yeah,
know
but they've
they're
been here
leaving,
for
but
20
they
years.
came and
They
made
stayed
their.
for 20 years.
Yes, but that was to make sure that their kids were fine, and now they're gonna leave. But
So what happens to kids in
if
Guyana?
you and they also have like a business here and a house here that's keeping them here for the moment, even though they're planning on leaving within the next 3 months.
Hello.
So anyway,
Could they have started the same business in Guyana?
they had the same business and they made more money.
They made more money.
But they came here with the whole American dream thing, like, oh, this can be better for our kids. And then now that they know what they know, like,
And
they
you don't think it
come back.
has been?
No, because they've been screwed over a lot, like by greedy white folks actually, who falsified their books, like how much money they were making, and sold them some fake businesses. And they, at the time, couldn't really do anything about it because we weren't citizens. So they lost like hundreds of thousands of dollars when they moved here. Like, I'm not gonna go into a whole lot, but
Yeah.
like, apparently, this is what I've heard from like my family members is my dad or my parents were like millionaires in Guyana. And
Why that nigga just flexed on us, bro?
no,
I'm not fucking
no,
with you. I'm
but
fucking
now
with
that
you. I'm
they're
fucking
here,
with you.
now that they're here, it's a little bit
Yeah.
different,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fucking with
right?
you.
They live a little bit differently, but they got screwed over and screwed out of a lot of money.
But in Guyana, they can make that money stretch a little bit further than they could in America.
That's true too. But it wasn't like it wasn't like $1 million Guyana dollars, which is probably like 40,000 here. It was like $1 million, like they were like.
But $1
actually
million
had money.
in Guyana.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
last you the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Sure.
we were living fine, but they came here because they were like, oh, that's America's painted as this better opportunity with colleges and all that, right? And that's why we came here.
Mm.
And now looking back at it, if you asked them, they wouldn't come.
All right, so Luke, what'd you do on 4th of July?
I hung out with some
Let me
friends.
guess.
I hung out with some friends. Well, Cindy's friends, but they're my friends as well. So they had a pool party at their house, barbecued, had some other
Wow, you
American
definitely
foods,
lied to me. Dude.
burgers, hot dogs.
You definitely lied to me.
How I let you?
I was like, what you doing? Man, we just gonna stay in the house.
Word? When did I say
Dang, the truth just came out.
that? When did I say that?
Bro, when I was at Carousel Club and I invited y'all out. And you was like, oh, we gonna be in. We just
Oh,
gonna stay
no.
in.
What time was that?
We didn't go to Carousel Club till like 6.
Okay, we were actually back home at 7. We went from like 12 p.m. and we were back home. Actually, we might have been back home before 7.
Do I believe Luke?
You could ask Cindy. We were probably back home before
He's
7.
too Americanized.
You told me come to
Liar.
the Carousel Club to watch fireworks. Are you gonna watch fireworks anywhere? I was in bed by like 8:30, bro. On my life.
Mm-hmm.
On my life.
Pool party, no invites, crazy.
Also, who does a pool party? I feel like nobody's gonna do a pool party.
Dang,
at
I
night.
didn't even get an invite. That's crazy.
Bro, also it wasn't my event to invite nobody. Anyway, we're not gonna go down this.
Brandon, what'd you do on 4th of July?
I just hung out with some family members
You got you.
and just ate some food. I was eating a lot of vegan food while they were eating a lot of meats.
Oh, you
Are you
vegan,
vegan
now?
now?
Not totally, like here and there,
Oh,
but
then Phil,
mostly. I
and
eat
you
a
don't
lot
want
of
my
vegan stuff.
chickpea tuna recipe?
No, because you call it chickpea tuna.
That's what
You
it
say
is.
chickpea something else.
No, it's a
That's not
chickpea
fish.
tuna salad.
No, I probably wouldn't
It's
eat
probably
it. I'm not the
disgusting.
biggest fan of tuna.
Or Phil's.
But it's
cooking.
not tuna.
Phil's
that's the
cooking gave
thing.
everyone diarrhea.
Yeah, but the flavor.
The other day.
It's good. The flavor.
You made
Danny-
it taste
Danny was
just like tuna,
Danny
right?
was really
All right,
impressed.
Zach, I need you to be the mediator, bro. We're going down some rabbit holes.
I apologize.
What'd you do, Zach? You talking about everybody. What about you?
Nude beach. We went to the nude beach. You know, that's my thing.
Nothing more American than.
Exactly. Had the
Do they have
cheeks
new
out.
beaches in Guyana?
Actually, no. Probably not.
Lame.
See, that's why
But
America's better.
you can go
Weak
naked
ass
anywhere.
country.
All right. So
Did you get a hard on?
actually, at one point I did, and Tatiana was like, "Who you looking at?" But I don't even remember who. I don't even think I was looking at him. I think my shit just got hard, just
That's
randomly.
hilarious.
But anyways, oh no, actually I had a question. This is not even on the topic list. But I got Cheekingtons before I got here.
Okay.
I told some of y'all.
Let me smell your finger.
But I wanted to know, like, what would you say is the percentage of your girl initiating sex? And then I have a follow-up question.
3%.
3? Luke, what about you?
It used to be high, like 50%.
50?
But I made a mistake one time, and I rejected her, like
Bro,
in a mean way.
And I'm sure it was one time.
It was only one time.
Yes.
And I rejected her in a mean way, and she's like, "I'm never gonna do that again."
Bro,
Like,
girls are hilarious.
So now
Wow.
she doesn't initiate, but now that I know that, I'm like, "Fuck, bro! Why did I do that dumb shit?" Like, even though it wasn't really my fault.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah, bro.
And Brandon,
So
you
if you're
single,
listening, if you're and your girl initiates, never,
never,
Ever.
ever, no matter what. And Luke, you fucked it up for me one time.
Wait, what?
Cause the only time I ever rejected Tatiana, I think it might have been a podcast, or maybe you were just coming over for I don't know what.
It's my
But
fault.
no, it was a podcast. And
How's that my fault then?
listen.
It all comes
And I'm like, because you were on, okay, so Luke's shit is either he's going to be late or Luke's going to be mad early. So Luke was like, oh, I'm on my way. And so Tatiana wanted to have a quickie. I was like, nah, Luke's almost here. So, and after that, she just always throws it in my face. It's like, oh, no, there was that one time you rejected me. And you a nigga, so you've been rejected mad times, right, Phil?
What you mean, sexually?
Yes.
Bro.
I'm saying by Danny. I'm sure there's been times where you wanted to have sex, and Danny
Oh,
was like,
fact.
I'm not
Almost
in the
every
mood.
night.
Okay, Luke.
Yo,
I'm sure
yo,
there's
chill.
been mad times where you're like, Sin, I want to have sex, and she rejects you all the time.
I would say probably like 3 times a week.
Exactly, but
3 times a week.
we're
That's crazy.
determined as niggas. We don't let that stop us from trying. But
don't.
girls get rejected once, and then it's the end of the world.
I actually don't get rejected that often now that I think about it.
Bro, you just
In the beginning,
Bro,
I got rejected a lot.
Last
Okay.
pod, you said you hadn't had sex in a month.
I know that's why I don't get rejected a lot anymore. So it's like
Wait, because you don't even ask.
sometimes I'd be tired.
okay, but my follow
Okay, so
Is that
I be
tired?
asking almost every day.
No,
Not asking.
I don't ask that much.
Okay,
I'm not
and
saying
that-
ask, because I don't
listen.
also be asking.
So that's actually my follow-up question. When your girl initiates sex, does she actually try to be sexy and make a move, or
Yes.
is she like, do you want to have sex?
No, she be trying to make a move.
Okay.
And I try to make a move too. I don't try to ask, because
yeah.
I mean, there are times when I do ask,
What
but I
about
try
you,
not to
Phil?
because I feel like it turns them off.
No, Danny doesn't ask for sex. Like she
He
maybe
does,
she maybe
asking.
initiated sex like 3 times. Like,
Okay.
kind of my hands,
I
so
wasn't
she-
sure if this was a girl thing or just a Tatiana thing, but I tell her all the time, like, I want you to make a move, and like, I want to feel wanted.
Wait, before
I
the
just had
before that
conversation, bitch.
before that turn off thing,
That's true.
or before you denied her, well, she was asking like how many times, how percentage wise.
Before it was still a very low percentage.
Okay.
It was
But yeah, for
probably
me,
like
bro,
10%.
it was like 30, probably 40%. She
Yeah.
was asking.
I think it has to do a lot, like, in what phase you guys are. Like,
Yeah.
in the beginning, it's like,
You're trying
Yeah.
to fuck every day.
Yeah. But, like, as time goes on, it's just like,
yeah.
Not
But
me. I'd be
the
here
whole
trying to
point
fuck
of
every
this conversation is I
minutes.
wasn't sure if this was like a Tatiana specific
Said
thing
I'll
or
be
if it
trying
was
to
just
fuck every 5
girls
minutes.
in general. Because when she does make a move, it's always, do you want to have sex? It's never, I don't want to say never, because she's definitely going to be like, oh, you're annoying, and I'm going to next podcast have to
Apologize.
backtrack and
You definitely gotta
apologize.
apologize.
But it's always, do you want to have sex? And very rarely is it like, oh, let me try kissing this nigga.
So you want some
Yeah.
foreplay.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
like,
You
well,
want
I
his
mean,
butt
we-
tickle.
Like-
end up having foreplay, but it's never like a spur of the moment thing. Her making a move.
Women
it's
should
always, do you
come
want to
on-
have
yeah.
sex?
Women
Yeah.
should come on to us like we come
Yeah,
on to them.
exactly.
Like I'm gonna lick on her neck or something. Like
Exactly.
women just be like, so sex? No, maybe.
Exactly.
Like, bruh, no, I don't want to give you sex now because that's not sexy.
Yeah. Yes or no question.
That's just not sexy.
Feels
It's
like I'm
always
not- Feels
yes.
like I'm not a piece of meat.
exactly.
Like grab my dick or something. Do something cute.
That's hilarious.
Exactly. All
Funny.
right, but we could go into the actual topics. So first thing I saw was, I guess with Androids, cell phone providers are trying to make it that on your lock screen, that ads will pop up. No, bro, that
That's
shit
trash.
would piss me off so bad, especially if you're in like a bad mood, like you fighting with your girl or you just having a bad day, and it's all of a sudden like you see an ad for fucking Grubhub or some shit like that.
That's why I'll never be fucking Team Android.
Unless I'm getting my cut.
You said
That's
what?
true.
Oh, unless you're
Right there, I'm
getting
getting paid for it.
Bro,
but
of
you know
course.
that's you're not gonna get paid for it.
But
the
yeah,
ads are
I,
gonna
I
get
should
paid for
just
it.
get.
Yeah.
I should get paid for it. That's the only way I do it. If I'm getting like some revenue from it, like.
Or what if
Yeah.
they discount your phone bill? It's like, oh, you let ads through. We'll
Maybe,
take $15
maybe.
off your bill a month.
Y'all-
No, 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 15.
No, not 15. It have to be more than 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all super optimistic because that's definitely not gonna be the case.
But it's only for Androids, right?
Yeah.
I have
Well,
nowhere
that's-
in the
That's
world.
what it will start off as. But if
But
you-
Apple will.
yeah.
Bro, I'm never going Android.
And then when Apple does finally get an Android, niggas gonna be like, oh, we had it first.
We've been
Like-
getting ads for 2 years already.
yeah.
Yo,
Exactly.
I'm just gonna go back to a brick,
Yeah.
to the
the
Nokias,
sidekick.
something like where that has no like screen because
Yeah.
I don't have the time for that.
Yeah.
I really don't. Trying to watch my video without watching a 10-second.
Exactly.
YouTube already got too many ads and all the other bullshit
Facts.
apps I'll be on.
Bro, yes.
Bro, I be getting annoyed when I'm using Waze and you add like a stop sign.
I
Bro,
haven't seen
Twitter
that
has
one.
ads in the comments. I don't even go to the comments no more.
that
Oh,
shit's
Bro,
annoying.
I got a photo vault.
That's crazy.
You know, like on the photo vault app where you keep all your like raunchy pictures.
No.
They got ads
No,
in there. I can't even get to my raunchy pictures.
Bro,
with
why
that.
we in
What?
2022?
Yeah,
why
for
you
real.
still using a photo vault?
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
know.
Russia makes that app and it's got all your.
You know, you could just
I'm joking.
in your photos. You could just
Put it in
press
hidden.
Yeah.
That shit.
This man is something else.
Yeah, you hiding shit.
He's
from
got
Danny.
his
He's
up
paying
on the
$20.99 a month.
He's got it on the cloud.
No, it's
Phil
free.
hiding shit from Danny, bro.
It's free.
Oh, it's not
snitching.
free. They got your information.
Danny, if you're listening,
they
I'm
got
She's not listening.
they got pictures of your nether regions, bro.
I mean, Reddit has it, so it's all good.
Reddit. What?
Huh?
Okay. Anyways,
also, I can't remember what I was gonna say.
You gonna be on Reddit?
no.
Oh, you
Bro,
definitely.
Reddit's kinda live.
Not even just for like the sexual stuff, but Reddit just all together, especially like
So
anime,
entertaining.
Like Reddit, you can always find your niche and your interests and whatnot. Like Reddit has everything.
So like
you're super into
Discord
anime.
or whatever. Discord.
No.
Well, yeah,
It's better than
Discord like
Discord.
that too. But Discord, I feel like you have to do like a little more work and searching to kind of find your thing. But Reddit, just type
Readily
in the-
available, bro.
Type in the subreddit that you're looking for. I guarantee.
I'm surprised you're not on Reddit at all. It's
Check it
lit.
out, bro. Like even for like photography stuff, anime stuff, whatever you're into, check
check
it
it
out.
out.
Yeah,
That's how they.
You'll be on that shit for hours.
It's a little
That's why
daunting
I
at
don't wanna be on
first.
it.
But once you figure out how to use it, it is very.
That's how they did the
GameStop.
The GameStop junk.
Yeah, I know about like stuff like that. I have Reddit on my phone, but I'm
Yeah,
never.
you can use
on
it for a
there
lot of
on
good
there.
stuff. Like I follow Subaru, so like if I'm ever looking for aftermarket parts, I get a lot of people that just post like Impreza stuff, and they'll be like, I'm like, oh shit, like you can go in there and be like, yo, my Subaru's having this problem. What do you think it is? And people just comment like it's probably this common issue, blah blah. Super
Okay.
cool.
All right. I'll definitely check it out more. Of a, I'm just a surface level thing, hit
I don't know.
notifications.
Reddit's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
check it
Reddit,
out.
You'll definitely go into a rabbit hole on Reddit once you
I'll
figure
be watching
out.
a lot of anime, and I'll already do that.
And Tatiana, she be scrolling on that shit for hours. A lot of anime, like I said.
Danny be on Reddit a lot too.
Will she be
Yes.
watching anime on there?
Not so much watching, but just getting like reactions and whatnot, like all the trash TV that we watch.
or advice on like
Yeah.
what new anime to watch. Probably.
Advice. There's a fat YouTuber that she's obsessed with.
Bro, why
That
you
like a
gotta-
lot of people
Oh,
go in
yeah,
on
just
her.
Throw that
Yeah,
in there.
bro.
That was so
No,
wild.
but her name is Amber Lynn, and Tatiana's obsessed with this chick.
Why you gotta
because
call her fat?
Yeah.
Because she is.
She's
To
overweight.
say that she likes this YouTuber. Amber
Yeah,
Lynn.
yeah, yeah.
No, but she listen. I'm not
You're a
trying
Caribbean
to. I'm
uncle
not,
already.
I'm not fat shaming, but she is overweight. But she's also a shitty person. It's not like she's a good person that I'm shitting on. Like she is a terrible person.
How you gonna be fat and a shitty person?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's.
Anyways, so moving on. I don't know if y'all been paying attention outside of like the big news with politicians, but there's been a couple of politicians that have been wilding. The first one being a senator, not sure what state, but y'all saw she was twerking for
Twerking.
votes.
I didn't. I didn't
Well,
see
she's
her.
not a senator. She's running for the Senate.
Okay, well, she's
I didn't
running
see
for Senate,
the
yeah.
video of her twerking, but
Yeah.
I heard about it.
Yeah. Yeah, she like there's definitely going to be motherfuckers that vote for her.
Just because she twerked.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't even a good twerk. I would not vote for her.
But you still got horn dogs out there, bro.
I wouldn't vote for her.
You wouldn't vote for her because it wasn't a good twerk or
No,
for-
because she's twerking, bro. What the fuck?
okay.
Where's the decency? I don't
Oh,
want my
so
senators
you want-
twerking.
Oh,
You
now
want
he's talking
decency.
about decency.
But he'd be looking at midgets twerking all the time.
Yeah. Come on.
Because that's what
man.
I'm into. I'm
So I
also not
can't
a
say fat
politician.
people,
So
but
she was
you
a
out
midget,
here.
you'd vote for her.
Hold on. Y'all
No,
saying,
Well,
I'm not
she
a
was
politician.
a little
It's-
person.
No, I'm not a politician.
yeah,
so it's
y'all out here
different.
throwing the M word around.
I know.
I actually
that's
didn't
why
even
I
know it
tried
was
to
a
say
bad
li-
word.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a bad word until like.
You got to say little people, bro.
Yeah, but I think that's more disrespectful.
Yeah.
And that's in
But-
my
but
eyes,
who are
though.
we to
Like,
say
if somebody
we're-
called me a little person, I'd be
Yeah.
so mad.
Facts.
Like a big dude's like, "Hey, little man, little person," I would feel upset about.
I feel
that.
like midget is more appropriate than little person.
Anyway,
But if somebody,
Okay, and then a white person gonna be. I think nigger is more appropriate than African American.
And I'm kick his ass.
All right, and a
I'm not
little
threatened.
person gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, whatever.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm sorry for our little people out there. I didn't mean to
Shout
use
out
the
to the
M-word for
little
you.
people.
But the Republican pastor one.
Yes.
Did you think that one was lit?
Which one? I didn't
So
see that
there
one.
was, and I could pull up the video. So outside of the twerking senator, there was also a black Republican pastor who's running for Congress, and he came out with an ad of him with a AR
Shooting the KKK.
Yeah, shooting
Yeah.
the KKK, and I could play the audio for the listeners.
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense. That no one could possibly need all 30 rounds.
30 minutes.
But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods.
Democrats.
Just need a semi-automatic. And all 30 rounds.
Bruh.
That's very American.
Yes,
Super
but the thing,
American.
of course, in the beginning of
The most American part of it is the KKK part.
Yeah, but in the beginning of like politics or whatever, I know that
God,
most
this is
black
much.
people and they were for like the Republican Party. In this day and age, I guarantee you, there's not a fucking single Democrat KKK member in the United States. I can put my money on that shit.
Lies.
You think?
There might
Oh,
still
for
be.
sure.
Yeah.
You think?
For sure.
Wait, a single Democrat just, or a politician?
No, I'm saying like a KKK member
That's
that
a
is a
Democrat.
Democrat.
Oh, I could see that. A politician who's a Democrat and also KKK. No.
I would.
Do y'all not know who Joe Manchin is?
I don't actually.
Jesus Christ.
Who is
But
it?
yeah, you have to explain who he is. But
He's pretty much a Democrat that votes Republican all the time. He pretty much blocks every bill that the Democrats try to put up.
Really?
Yeah, they hate that nigga Joe Manchin.
Oh, I don't know. who
Because
he
he's
is.
a Democrat and he votes.
And he votes and he blocks all. He's like one of the two votes
he's
that
like
can
a-
push it over the
He's
majority.
like a sleeper cell. He's just in there just
but is
chilling.
he but is he KKK?
Just
That's
like,
what
nah,
that's what
probably.
Zach's saying.
Well, no, he's not. Probably if he.
I feel like most KKK people are Republican. Like if I had to
is
guess,
this-
it'd be like
is this gonna help
90%.
minorities? Block.
I'd say
block.
90%.
Facts. Joe Manchin be like, I can really be the difference maker on this. Nope. Block.
But
Wait,
do you?
Who's this in favor of? Oh no, them? No, block.
Yeah.
But do you think he actually is a Democrat with democratic views?
Bro,
Or
he's
is he
from
just
West
like-
Virginia. He's definitely
Yeah, or is
Republican.
he just like infiltrating?
No,
He's a spy, bro.
he ran and was. They thought he was gonna be. Well, he's a registered Democrat.
Okay.
So, but
Interesting.
you would think that he would be on the side of his people, but he votes
Yeah.
more Republican or disagrees with a lot of Democrats on mostly all
I'm not
the
100
things.
percent on all that.
Yeah,
but,
most Democrats hate Joe Manchin.
Well, I need to do my research because this is the first time I've ever
Yeah, I
heard
can
his
see if
name.
I hate him or not.
Yeah.
But would you vote for this Republican who's fighting the KKK? Did it make you want to buy an AR-15?
No, I'd look at policy, bro. I'll vote Republican if the policies are right.
The showmanship was up there.
Yeah.
Oh
But,
yeah.
It's a shock value, but I mean, I don't.
He's hoping to get a lot of black people, sway a lot of black people. Oh man, he's fighting the KKK
Yeah.
by himself with an AR-15. You know.
In the South, that
Awesome.
might help. In the South, that might help. But
100%.
Yeah,
I like to
Phil-
think that I'm a moderate voter, so I'll sway. I'm not.
So Phil, you gonna go get your AR-15 now?
I don't
so that
want
you
an
can fight
AR.
the Klan?
I don't want an AR-15. I just want a 9 and a shotgun. I don't really need an AR-15, but
Do you think we'll ever get to a point where they ban assault rifles?
I doubt it.
No.
I doubt it. I highly doubt
I
it.
think they may put more restrictions on who can get them and who accessibility.
Yeah, but
Because
they ban 'em.
I think you don't even have to be 21 to buy one.
No, you don't. You gotta
You
be
have to
18.
because of rifle.
And there's more guns in the state than people. So I think we're at the point.
21 to get a handgun. 18 to get a freaking AR-15.
Really?
That's wild and probably backwards.
Just
The
a little
handgun's more concealable, but the amount of people you can tag with an AR-15 with a 30 round or a 45 round clip, or if you have a drum.
Extended mag, yeah.
Yeah, if you have a drum with like 55 rounds and then you just like
Yeah.
pop it out, slap another 55
Like
rounds.
Rittenhouse?
That's 100 rounds.
Yeah. And
You don't need
Yeah,
to
you can
conceal it if
unload
you're
that
right.
pretty quickly.
And you get to make it automatic, split
Yeah, you
second
get bump
automatic.
stops and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Wait, you're talking
Bump
about
stop,
AR-15?
Bud stocks.
I mean, any assault rifle, or a semi-automatic
Isn't
weapon.
an AR-15 already
Yeah, yeah.
automatic?
But yeah, it's not just
no.
AR-15s.
They don't. You have to have a special licensing for
Mm.
the automatics. It's semi-automatic.
It's a semi-automatic.
I
Gotcha.
think you have the special license. Don't quote me on that one, but I know you can't just get it anywhere.
Got you.
So you get M4s. There's a lot of other stuff you
That's
can
a
get besides the
BMW.
AR-15.
You said what, Luke?
A BMW M4.
I still didn't hear you.
It's all good.
All right. All right. So while we on the topic of Luke, we had a pretty interesting conversation. Brandon, you weren't a part of this conversation because it was in the Save It for the Pod chat.
Yeah.
But I came to the realization, which AJ also agreed with, and I'm mad that you didn't chime in, but I guess now it's good that you're on the podcast, Phil. So the realization is that Luke doesn't find girls attractive unless he saw them first.
That's not true.
That's probably true. I think that's
That's
true.
not true.
Think about all the girls.
There have been girls
you-
Brandon smashed and I thought were bad, and he's seen them first.
Really? I've never heard you give
Brandon
someone
can't
their-
even verify that.
Think about all the girls
He
you found
can't.
attractive.
Yeah,
Brandon.
I can't.
Think about all the girls you thought were attractive.
He's never come out and told me
And
that.
then-
That's the first
and
time hearing that. I'm like,
Luke's
thanks.
probably always been like, oh, they're ugly.
No.
Because Luke didn't see them first.
No,
It's because he's selfish, honestly.
that's not true, bro.
I mean,
Okay,
personally.
I want to say the names, but I feel like we're not gonna bleep it out. Are you gonna bleep it out?
I'm not bleeping all of them out.
Okay, then I'm not saying the names. But there are some.
Say like what they used to do.
Play soccer at FAU. Knew Julian first.
But you said she was bad first.
No, but Julian knew her. No, Julian actually liked her. I didn't know that Julian liked her until afterwards. She's not one of Julian's high school friends. She went to FAU from another school. Now she dates like someone on the Miami Marlins.
Nigga's gonna be doing hella research.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
She's the one Julian spilled the beans on with me.
You remember.
Oh, yeah.
You remember.
Okay, that's one.
Okay.
In 10 years.
But I also said, give me 3 names.
I can
Luke.
give you more than
Can
three.
you give me two more?
Yes, I can. The girl that Brandon used to take to the lifeguard stand.
Ah, interesting.
Okay. At nighttime, and he used to smash her. on the
Oh my
lifeguard
God! Don't be talking about all that.
stand. He used to take her to Fort Lauderdale
I know what
lifeguard
you're
stand
talking- no,
and have
he's lying.
sex with her, sexual intercourse.
He's totally lying.
He used to stick his wiener in her
He's-
vagina.
He's totally lying.
Anyway.
This
I
man
have a
is
penis
liar.
for your vagina.
Okay.
You want to do it on the beach?
Anyway, the other one.
Stars are really nice on the beach. at
Do you
night,
have
you know?
people
AJ
outside of Brandon?
Beach sex is
AJ, yes,
overrated.
AJ dated 2 girls actually. He saw them both first. One, I don't know if y'all know the girl who came over when we lived behind Whole Foods, on Glades.
Oh yeah.
The Hispanic girl. He asked to borrow my bed to smash. The bed broke. Anyway, that girl.
We know.
Also, the girl that AJ went on a date with, who has a sister that dates Bibby. I thought she was bad.
She is
Oh,
bad.
Okay.
And I didn't see her first either.
Maria.
You don't need to list more, but
That's 3,
I'm
right?
just curious. if
There's a
you-
lot more, bro.
Okay, there's a lot more.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel
Is she
like
still bad.
I must have bad taste because I feel like there's never been a girl where I'm like, oh yeah, she's bad, and then Luke has agreed. He's always like,
Yeah,
she's-"
you know that I think you and Phil have the worst taste.
Yeah, I know.
You stupid
So
as
Phil
hell.
will never show me a girl and be like, dang, she's bad. And I'm like, dang, she's bad.
Because you don't like black women.
That's not true.
That is true. I love black women. That's true.
Okay, wait. But you
That's
also
true
think,
for most of you niggas, though.
but you
for real,
also
for real.
think Hispanic girls and white girls look good. You've dated multiple white girls and
Yeah, and I told
But
you-
also, Phil believes
and-
in quantity over quality.
That's not
Quantity
true.
in terms of weight.
That's not. No, that's not true.
Anyway.
Wait, whoa. That's not. And what are we talking about? Because
Quantity in pounds.
No, bitch, that's not true. Secondly, I for sure I've told y'all multiple times I like black women the most out of all races, and y'all niggas don't.
But your
generally
track
like black
record
women.
shows otherwise.
It doesn't though.
Considering that recently you've dated more, since you've been down here, more Hispanic and white girls.
No, I haven't. Name them off.
I'm not going to name them on the pod. But there was one you wanted to marry.
Kiara's Puerto
Hispanic.
Rican.
Yes.
And
The
she
white girl you.
But
that
she
was
identifies as an
the
Afro
white
Latina.
girl who. What?
No, she doesn't.
No, she
Yes,
does
she
not.
does.
She
If you-
100% does not.
She
She
do.
100%.
We had a whole
Argument
unless she
about this.
changed her
No, she
mind.
changed, bro. Trust me, she changed
changed
this when
her
she
mind.
started dating
When
me.
she started dating having box
No,
braids.
she started dating me, nigga. But secondly,
No, she was
No,
dating you at
because
the
in the
time when we had a
beginning,
conversation.
the argument was when y'all were dating.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. After we started dating, she
Oh,
was
okay.
like, she realized
not-
that Puerto Ricans are black.
I don't know about that.
To an-
If we
they-
asked her
to an
now,
extent.
she'd probably say no.
I bet you she would.
He said
But anywho, so
Okay.
so I dated a Latina.
The white girl whose dad was racist.
Paige is white, okay, and I've
Yo,
dated.
why you gotta say their names, dude?
It don't matter. I dated Stacey.
And you wanted
She's
to-
Asian.
and- yes.
And I dated Danny. She's black.
Okay, and the white girl who had money and used to stay at her place, she was in a
We never
sorority.
dated, bro. What are you talking about?
Bro, you were staying at her crib for
No, I spent a couple nights at her crib.
Chill. You used to spend
MK.
like a week.
No,
Yes.
I never even hit that, bro. What are you talking? We
You
never
never hit that?
officially dated. No,
You never even smashed. You were
I
telling
spent the
us
night
you
at
were
her house.
smashing.
No, I didn't. I spent the night at
You
her house
did.
twice. Mind you,
White, bro, you used to stay by
bro.
her.
I spent the night at her house twice.
Jesse's white.
Shorty's black. Are we? So
What
we
shorty?
the Haitian shorty from
Oh,
direct.
yeah,
Black.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you for not saying
That's
that
so
name.
that matter of fact that
He didn't say the name.
I know because you know
Wait,
I. But that
Wait,
was,
what about the
who
the
else?
firefighter from the wreck? She's not black.
These are having sex with these girls. I'm talking about dating.
I don't even remember what the
dating.
initial argument was. What are we
We talking
arguing?
about girls I've dated since I've been in
No,
Florida.
he's saying that I'm not gonna find girls he finds
He's
attractive
saying quality.
because no,
Oh, okay.
Quantity.
no, he's saying that I'm not gonna find girls attractive that he finds attractive because he likes black girls
Well,
and I don't.
pretty much
But-
Luke is saying that
but-
he dates ground beef, and
no,
Luke's
Luke
taste
is,
is
Luke,
steak.
is, Luke is trying to say I've dated more girls that's like not black.
You probably have. You also almost had a child with a Hispanic girl.
Yeah, I didn't date her
And
though.
you-
Again, I had sex with her. Are we talking about having sex?
Asian shorty, you're dating.
Nah, I would say Phil's
Phil
like me.
has a-
Phil's very diverse.
Yes.
with what he
Yes.
dates
Yes,
and talks
but
to.
But if
that
you
proves
class
my
them-
point.
No, but
that if he finds a girl attractive, there's a possibility
Because he
that I
said-
will.
Because he said that.
Phil's saying,
He said because he dates black girls.
yeah.
but
Phil's
we're
like,
saying
oh,
that-
you don't
He's
like
like,
black
oh,
girls.
you don't like black girls. But
Yeah,
like
I
that
don't.
was the only reason why. So
That was the only
Luke's
reason
trying to tell him
that you date ugly
the
girls.
you
Any
dated
girl,
were
ugly,
all around.
ugly.
this nigga, he's stupid. That's why.
No, I mean it makes perfect
The
sense.
girls, it's crazy that you would say that because when I talk to dudes and I show them like, oh, I've dated this girl, I've dated this girl, I've dated that, they like, oh man, she bad. You only think that,
You're only showing them the good ones, then.
bro. How many girls have I dated since I've been in Florida? Now, if we talking having sex with, that's a different category. However, we established that.
Okay, but you.
I'll
but you
fuck
al-
ugly
yeah,
chicks.
Okay, but
But I don't date ugly
wait,
girls.
but you can. Okay, but we're not talking about dating versus smashing. We're talking about finding attractive, right? Me finding someone attractive. That it doesn't matter if you dated or smashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
you
you-
said Gabrielle Union was ugly at one
No,
time, bro. What
I
are you
don't-
talking
I
about? Yes, y'all
probably
did,
I don't remember ever saying that.
bro. Y'all
I
for
don't
sure.
remember. Who's y'all?
When we was in a group chat and we used to talk about girls, that's fine. I'm like, bro, Gabrielle's in my top 5. Niggas be like, bro, why you
Okay,
find her so
okay, not
attractive?
top-
Oh yeah,
Top five, no.
Yeah, top 5 probably.
Yeah, I don't
But
think I don't
it's-
think
it's
anyone said she was ugly.
opinionated.
It
No,
was
no
just
one thinks she's
has
ugly.
her
She's not
as
in the
a-
top
yeah.
five.
They probably
Yeah.
had a question why she was in your top 5.
So
'Cause
you
she's
think
bad
that
as fuck.
So you think that anyone not in a top 5 is ugly is what you're saying, which isn't
No.
true either. So you're making awful points.
No,
You're making awful.
No, I
points.
definitely find, bro. If I'm dating attractive women, what makes you think I wouldn't point out
But,
attractive
but
girls?
see,
That's
you're,
my
you're
thing.
Because you're
talking
also
about dating, and that's not what the whole thing was about. The whole
It's
thing
about
was
finding girls attractive,
Yeah,
yes.
Yes,
And you,
who you've been with, not
Yes.
necessarily dating.
it's smashing
So
or
he's-
dating
That's why we're
combined.
saying that.
But I don't
you believe
send-
in
I don't-
quantity over quality. So what he's saying is most of the girls that you've probably been with are not up to par with his standards.
but that's not. But no, that's a different.
that's
That's,
exa-
but
no,
that's
that's
a
exactly
different
what we're talking
argument. Because I don't send y'all girls I smash and be like, man, this bitch bad as hell. When she ugly, I be like, that bitch is ugly, but I fucked.
Yeah.
I never seen y'all ugly bitches and be like,
no,
oh,
you thought Shorty from the wreck, Haitian Shorty from the wreck, who parents got like a farm or whatever and money. You thought she was decent. She
Who?
was not attractive, bro. I don't know if she was actually Haitian.
who?
Skinny used to work out all the time.
The one
She
that we
isn't,
just
bro. You
literally
stupid
just
as hell.
talking about.
You stupid as hell. She is very attractive. What are you
She is
talking
attractive.
about?
She's pretty. I would.
What?
I mean, to me,
She is
she's
attractive.
she's-
Y'all-
No, to me, she's pretty. To me, she's
I think
pretty.
she's very attractive.
And she's way more attractive now than at the time.
Yeah.
Way
at
more
the time.
attractive now than at the time.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what she looks like now. I haven't seen her recently.
Well, she's way.
But at the
well,
time,
she's
she was
attractive.
buns.
Yeah.
She wasn't bun. She just didn't expose her beauty. Like it was
Yeah.
always there. She just glue up after because she was
Yeah.
with a
She had
nigga
more
that glowed her
confidence
up.
in
Yeah.
herself, and
Yeah.
then,
That's
you know,
all. I
started
find
wearing
diamond in the
hair,
roughs.
like,
I
That's
find
it.
diamond in the rough.
So that you're
So
you're,
you're proving my
proving
point.
his point.
That's not a point because if a girl's attractive and she don't know she's attractive, that means she's attractive. She just didn't expose it yet.
Just because when she came around us, she didn't like put
She
on.
no,
wasn't
glowing up.
putting herself on display
Glowing up
for
means
you
that
guys.
she wasn't attractive before, Phil.
Bro.
Not that she didn't realize
that's
it.
not-
That's the whole story of the ugly duckling. That's literally the
No,
whole story
because
of the
when
ugly
you, the
duckling.
thing is, if you glow up, right, that means you've been attractive. You just didn't present yourself in an
No,
attractive
glowing
way.
up can
Not
mean different
necessarily
things
at
to
all.
different. Yeah, it
No,
can mean
but-
different things.
But
No.
also, who cares if Luke found her attractive? Like, if you found her attractive, you found her attractive. That's your opinion. It's like y'all two different.
Yes, yes. But the point on the thing was
Yeah.
that I don't find someone attractive unless I've seen them first.
That's facts.
Which isn't true.
That's
I
majority
just
true.
proved it.
You 3 people
Just
in 10
because-
years.
I could probably keep going, bro. I could be going for like a minute.
Wait, were you at FAU before me?
I think we got there at the same time, 2012.
No, I think Brent was there for.
I got there
don't know.
June 2012.
June, yeah, I was there.
Oh, yeah.
in
August? I was
So
there.
you probably saw the girls I seen before me. So
In
But
2
Luke, can
months
you
in the
at,
summer?
Luke, can you
I
at
don't know.
least admit that you have by
Maybe.
far
No,
the highest
nobody-
standards
Oh, I do have the highest
of
standards.
everyone in the
unless
group?
we have it like marked off on the sheet, we really can't say like
He
that
hasn't even
definitive.
dated all
Yeah,
attractive
that's true.
women.
But all we can say is that Luke.
Who has been ugly that I dated?
Yo, I'm gonna put her out there like that. Let's not put her out there.
Ooh.
Y'all niggas know what I'm talking about.
Say it.
Who?
Your first girlfriend, what are you talking
Nah,
about?
bro.
You sleep.
She was.
She was a
pre-
cheerleader on
She
at
was
UCF.
pretty. She
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
like
she
the
was-
baddest
she
of the
w-
baddest.
She wasn't the
she
baddest
was
of the baddest.
alright.
She was
Yeah,
better
she
than
was pretty.
90% of the people that you
One that
You
ripped out
stupid.
Luke's heart.
She was
and threw it on
not.
the pavement.
Yeah. She was better than Shorty from FAU?
She was not.
You're
And she wasn't better than Stacy. And she don't look better than Danny.
Yes,
No, she
we
don't.
got-
I'm sorry, Danny, but she.
No, she don't.
Danny, I'm sorry.
She was.
I fuck with
AJ
you, Danny.
even called her buns, bro. What are you
No,
talking about? AJ
bro,
used to call her
bro.
buns
Nah,
all
yeah,
the
I
time.
think AJ
Bro.
did color blind.
Bro, you
Bro.
sleep.
You know you're.
You sleep.
I have, bro.
Yeah, don't try me.
Pull up a picture. Pull up a picture of Shorty from FAU. I'm gonna pull up a picture of this girl, and then we'll see, and we'll show Zach and AJ who's better looking. I mean, Zach and Brandon. My fault, AJ. I mean, my fault, Brandon. I'm just hot right now.
Wait, Shorty from FAU talking about the Haitian one or Phil's ex?
Hey, look at
No,
me,
bro.
bro.
Talking about
What are you
Shorty.
talking about? She looks way like
Hold
she,
on, hold on. I don't even remember if I got this person on social.
she buns.
This man.
Or you're asleep.
That's why I don't
Buns.
got her no more because she's buns.
Oh no, it's because she got married and her last name changed.
Oh.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
she did glow up. No, I'm just
Hold
kidding.
on. I'm about to. You can find a good picture.
I
I'm
just
about
touched
to.
this man's
That's a
toe by
video.
accident.
I'm trying to find. Oh, I'm trying to find a specific picture.
Specific
If
picture.
you gotta
You're trying
scroll
to find
that
her
far,
best.
bro.
No, no, no.
Just pull up. I pull up the
There's a
first
lit one.
video.
There's a lit one.
There's a
This
lit
nigga
one.
This
been
nigga,
scrolling. Look at, hey, camera. Look at how long this man thumb been going,
Scrolling.
bro.
I pulled up a picture
Scrolling,
immediately. I
scrolling,
went to
scrolling.
Fine,
Instagram
fine, bro,
immediately.
fine.
Let's go straight
Where
to the
is
gram.
a good picture, Luke? Come on, man.
Okay, okay.
Be better than this.
Okay.
Sound like Phil.
Who's better
She
looking?
don't look better. I don't think she looks better.
She's not better looking
I don't think she looks better, bro.
than you guys are.
Nah,
Who's
I
better?
think Luke
Luke's-
has a thing with dark skin.
Who's better looking?
Obviously, her body is way better.
Her
but
face
Luke's,
not
Luke's
bad.
ex's face
I don't
is
think so.
better.
Y'all just don't like. Just say y'all don't like dark skinned women.
Yeah,
Bro.
for real, man.
Phil, I don't like that you putting that
Yes,
on
for
me, bro.
real.
Y'all don't. Have y'all ever dated a dark skinned woman?
I
Have you ever
actually- I
slept with a
actually have.
dark-skinned
I
woman?
actually have.
Yes.
I actually have.
Who?
I'm not gonna say the name, but unless you bleep it, you promise. to
And
bleep it?
my
and I
first-
can, we could pull her up right
hold
now,
up, real quick.
On,
I mean-
on IG.
This, hold up.
And I bet she was better than her too, bro.
While
bet
he
she was
pulls
be-
that up, and people gonna say, "Oh, it doesn't count." But my first two girlfriends, like growing up, We're both dark skinned women.
Nigga, I'm talking about in adulthood.
Okay, I've had 3
Well, he
girlfriends.
also- yeah, he's only had 3 girlfriends
I've
in his
had 3 girlfriends, and they've all been different. So it's not like I have
But
a
what
certain
about
type.
sex?
Yes,
Oh,
I've
she
had
got married
sex with
too.
dark
Dang,
skinned
it's kind of
women.
wild. Everyone's getting married.
Phil
Yeah,
trying
it's
to
about
Phil
that
trying to
time.
make me a colorist.
It's about that time, Luke.
I don't like that,
It's
bro.
about that time, Phil. It's about that time, Luke. It's about
Wait, are
that
we still
time.
changing the topic?
What?
Is it about what time?
Everybody's getting married. It's
Oh,
about that
yeah,
time,
yeah,
Phil. It's about that
facts,
time.
facts.
Luke.
Oh
not
no,
me,
yeah,
not
yeah,
me.
yeah. It's coming. It's coming.
Facts.
Dang, she don't got no new pictures.
Yeah, but Phil, don't put that on me, bro.
I don't want to put that
Phil
on.
told me he was gonna
that's
sell his
different.
car to get her a ring.
It's not dark skin, bitch.
Let me see.
Okay, it's also a filter.
Oh my god, this nigga.
But
this nigga.
okay, wait,
bro.
I can
See,
put.
she has
bro,
to use filter.
I
Hold
said
on,
dark
hold on.
skin, not brown skin. It's a difference,
that
bro.
pixelated
Dark skin.
picture, I can't really tell.
She's brown.
me
She's
see.
not dark skinned.
bro.
Let me see.
She's brown skinned. That's not dark. I don't.
Now
And
you're-
in
now you're-
adulthood, have you dated a dark skinned woman?
No, you
in
haven't.
adulthood.
You haven't.
Dun, 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 dun.
We was literally just talking about shorts.
Okay, dated.
Yes,
you
you
just
didn't
put
even
that
date
on
her.
me.
You didn't even date her.
You didn't
That's
date
semi-
her.
We semi-dated.
No, y'all
That's
did
not
not
She's not
semi-date. What you
caramel.
talking about?
She a
She
couple
no, she's
shades-
definitely darker.
We
She's
was
darker
together-
than you.
Like we
She's
was in
probably
Dylan's
a
for like
couple
8
shades
months.
darker than me.
She's
And I'm
probably.
not in the sun
Would you
all
say
the
she's
time.
she's
Brown
Phil?
skin.
She's Phil.
She's Phil's
Phil's skin
tone.
color?
Me
Yeah,
and
she's
Phil-
Phil's.
She's me
I don't
and
consider
Phil's
myself dark skinned. I'm brown.
She's probably
Yeah.
a shade lighter than Phil.
Okay,
Like shade.
I'm talking like.
But have
chocolate.
you dated anyone?
That
No.
would have been the last person I was like.
And
in
you
a-
weren't
in
even
a
dating her?
relationship with. Well, no, because at the time I was a savage.
Don't try to make excuses, my G.
No, we had
Don't even
we
try to
had
make excuses.
dealings, bro.
Bro,
What are you talking
anyway,
about?
anyway. You
Yeah,
can't be- you can't be
love,
throwing that
love
shit- you can't be
who,
throwing that shit at
love
Zach
who
and-
you love. This was
Yeah, love who
supposed to
you
be
love.
a funny topic,
I don't
Luke.
see
We was
color.
just giving you a hard time,
No.
but we can move on to Phil's question, which is still
Bro.
about relationships. While we on the topic of
I
relationships,
forgot what my question was.
so Phil's question was, should your
Why
partner
do I date only ugly girls? That was Phil's question.
No.
should your partner also be
Fact
your
check.
best friend?
No, you can fact check me that I don't date ugly women.
Wait, your
could
dad
fact
no is
check
about the
me.
question I just asked?
Yeah, no. I don't agree with your partner being your best friend.
Huh?
I want to know y'all thoughts. Should your
I
partner
want my
be your
partner to
best
be my
friend?
best friend.
You know what do you mean? Like,
Well, first explain. I want to hear your explanation.
So the question was, do you think in a relationship your significant other should be your best friend?
but like, what do you mean by
Like your best friend?
like talk to him all the time, or you gonna be around him all the time?
Yeah, for real.
No,
like,
like
would,
your
just
best friend.
would you consider them your best friend? Why? Why do you say no?
I would hope.
He resents Danny because he don't get
No, no, no. I fuck
She's
with Danny.
not my best friend.
No, I fuck with
She'll
Danny.
never
I
be
mean,
my
me and
best
Danny are close, but when you talk about my best friend, I have established like my best friend is Johansson.
Yeah.
Like that's an
But can
established
you have
relationship.
multiple best friends?
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all are part of my best friends group.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can have multiple best friends, so she's not.
But I
in
don't
your
think I wouldn't want
Wait,
like
do you talk to her about emotional stuff?
I talked about everything, but I don't consider her my best friend. I consider her my partner. So
Do you spend
like,
a lot of time with her?
I don't, because I'm pretty busy.
Okay, but
group. You live together.
But at the,
But
the
even
end of
we
the
don't spend a lot
day,
of time
that
together.
could just be semantics. Because Justin, I could be like, I don't consider him my best friend. I consider him my brother, and then I consider Tatiana my best friend.
Yeah, but I don't consider Danny my best friend. I consider Danny my girlfriend. Like I don't. I
She
think
can be both. Why
what's,
she
I
can't
think
be
what's
both?
like
the hold
I-
up from her being your best friend? What is like the things, the requirements she doesn't meet to be your best friend, and why?
She doesn't. She meets all of the requirements.
I mean, she would meet the requirements. I don't see her as my best friend though. Like I don't know when I think about me personally. But the question is, do you think your significant other should be your best friend? I don't, because I think if I looked at her as my best friend, I feel like I'm dependent on my partner, and then two,
What?
I'm
But
putting,
are you dependent
I
on
got-
Johansson?
You're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not dependent on Johansson.
Then
what I feel
are
like-
you
but I
feel
talking
like
about?
when
You're
you- when
destroying
you-
your own.
No, when
argument.
you dating a person and they're also your best friend too, it's like
Yeah.
it's two different identities you're putting on them.
No.
So now it's I have to talk to you all the time. I literally have to tell you every single thing.
What?
I have to like
Oh, me and my best friend.
Yeah,
don't
me and
tell
my
each
best
other
friend.
everything.
Me and my best friend
We
talk to each other
everything
like,
every day.
yeah, once every 2 weeks.
that's you
And
and
it-
he's
your
like
best.
my brother,
That's you
too,
and
at
your
the
best.
same
I
time.
talk to me and Johansson talk like 3 or 4 times a week. We talk all the time. Like that's the homie.
Yeah.
If shit goes down, I'm calling Johansson like, yo, like if it's
But
go
what-
time, it's go time. Like I don't know. I just don't think. I
personally,
just don't think they
if
should
I
be my best
had-
friend.
If I was in a relationship, I would love for my significant other to be my best friend. Not in the sense where I had feeling I had to spend time with her, all that. I should be like, I get to spend time with
Exactly.
her and all that, like that. I still have friends. Not like I'm gonna cut myself off from everybody else in existence. I'm still gonna have my friends. You know what I'm saying? But she's my best friend. I'm especially if like you're living with her and living with her and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I feel like that'd be a lot better environment if she was like your best friend. You're able to open up to her, tell her anything. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I know sometimes you don't want to say.
That's your best friend, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to tell her everything. I don't tell my best friend everything, but you know,
You're trying to fill us into an argument.
I'm not though, because I genuinely don't look at Danny as my best friend.
But she is.
So do you
She's
have
my
fun?
girlfriend.
Do you have? Yeah.
You look forward to spending time with her all the time. Like, she's your best friend.
No, that's why he does kickboxing, gym.
He tries to get away from her.
Chess club.
No, it's not
and-
about getting away from her. It's about doing stuff that I personally just want to do. That's about me fulfilling, like, having hobbies. I don't feel.
Okay, but you can still have hobbies and she be your best friend. Anyway,
I don't think she's
that's your
my
best friend. I feel like you're the only one who thinks no.
I don't think
I
so.
feel like you just don't.
You wanna be different.
Agree. Yeah.
That's not wanting to
That's
agree.
how I feel.
How?
You just want to be different.
Yeah. Just like.
I mean,
you
I'm
don't
not.
wanna-
I'm
How is
not.
that-
I'm not
how is
mad.
that wanting to be different,
I'm
though?
not mad at
You're a
his
contrarian.
answer. Is just the justification
Yeah.
that I can't wrap my head around.
Exactly. That's
Like, and I know Phil. Like sometimes it's hard for you to articulate your thoughts, but I'm not mad at the answer that you're giving. I would say that Tatiana is my best friend. I would say that.
Luke.
Yeah, Cindy's my best friend. And I agree. Like,
But
she
I
can
don't-
be both my partner and my best friend at the same
Yeah.
time. There's not like a one. She can only be one.
But
What if you
I
had
personally like
what if
having
you had
distinctions.
A best friend, like as a girl, of course, and then y'all start dating. Is she still considered your best friend?
Yes. Danny wasn't my best friend before we started dating.
But
Dang.
could she?
So
there's no
Johansson
point
wasn't
where
your
she
best
can
friend when
become-
you became friends. Like it had to
Yeah.
develop
He
into
grew
that.
up- Yeah.
Yeah. So
so
Danny
she's
could,
grown into your best
yeah,
friend
Danny
and your
could-
partner.
Yeah.
No, but it's been 3 years. If she was
Yeah.
gonna grow into my best friend, she'd be my best friend now.
Damn.
She's
Danny?
not my best friend. Like
3
that's-
years is also
you go.
still
I
a
hope
pretty
you're not
short
watching
time.
this.
Nah, because she doesn't listen to this. But we pretty open about everything, and I don't think that's a bad thing to have distinctions.
Yeah.
Because like I like having
The
my
logic
best
just don't make
friends.
sense.
Like
Yeah.
how doesn't it make like
I
I don't
understand
understand
what
how
you're
it doesn't make
saying,
sense. I
but
think
at
having
the same time, I
distinctions are
don't
good.
understand.
Phil, I
don't
will,
agree.
like I was saying, 3 years is still a very, very short time. Like me and Tatiana, we've been together almost 9 years now, and we still figuring each other out, still working through stuff.
Yeah.
Still,
I knew my best friend for like
Yeah.
4 years before like, he became like my best friend, and then after that we became
My best
brothers.
friend became my best friend after a year, and we've been best friends since.
But
we
that's
were
because
12.
you were always around, right? You was always around Johansson.
I live with Danny. I just think
No, but that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's
Hey,
where
this is
it's
up.
falling apart. That's like, it's not making sense. But I understand that you want a clear distinction, but your reasoning was tripping us up.
I'm not saying she can never grow into to be my best friend, but if you ask me currently, like, oh, I can marry her without her being my best friend, no problem, because we trust each other. We talk, like, she knows my life. I know her life, so it's not like
Is that all it takes to get married? She knows.
No,
my
it's
life,
just
I know her
we
life.
In
try-
my life, we talk.
no. But the point being is,
I help
if
friends with her.
the question said, does your partner need to be your best friend? I don't think they do to be happy. I don't think so.
I think the question has changed. Though.
That was the question, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the question.
That was the question. Do you feel like your significant other needs to be your
Needs
best?
to or should? You initially said should.
Would it be should or
I
need?
wrote it word for
Doesn't
word.
doesn't need to, but should.
Is it important for your partner to also be your best friend?
That's a very different
it-
question.
And I said no. So I've been answering the question no. I don't think your partner needs to be your best friend. Y'all are arguing yes.
Okay, being important and needs is different things. But anyway,
But y'all are arguing yes to the question though.
But could you also agree that other people's best friend relationships aren't the same as you and Johansson's?
yeah.
So in the situation where it's not the same,
He's like,
you still have the same opinion.
my best friend relationship is clearly better than your best friend relationship. Then, because I'm getting boxed from my best friend. You're not getting boxed from your best.
that's the whole thing that's tripping him up is the sexual intercourse.
I don't need to get
And
back
if he
to my
were
best
to
friend.
He's
say,
like, I can't fuck
Danny
my
was
best
his
friend.
best friend because of sexual intercourse, that means he has to do it with Johansson.
Yeah.
No, I don't have. I have women best friends that I don't have sex with, and I like having female best friends that are separate from my girlfriend. Cause like if I need advice or if I need ideas for my girlfriend, I can call on my women best friend and be like, "Yo, like I need some sexy ideas to spice it up with my girl. I need to make. How do I make this special for her? Like I can't. Danny's my best friend. Oh, how do I make it special for you, best friend? Like nah. Like
No, but
I
it's
like
called
conversation.
communicating.
Yeah.
Again, if I'm trying to surprise, her.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
But yeah, but you can literally, it's use this word, manipulate, and get her to divulge information and that she can use for later to take her out. Oh, what do you like? Things you like. Oh, okay.
And
Mental notes. Months later, she forgot. Oh my god, I can't believe you remembered. Oh my god.
Except for you, now you lean on your best friends.
What if
now it's not really that
What
much
if
of a
Danny
surprise.
said, "I love you, best friend"? What would you say to that?
Like, fuck you.
I would say I love you too.
You're not my best friend though.
No, just tell her. I
And
would
then
just
kiss
tell her
her
I
on the
love
lips.
you too. But I don't know if Danny would consider me her best friend. To be honest with you, because
Well,
she
let's
has
call
best
her
friend.
up,
You should ask her after this.
You
podcast.
should.
I
Yeah,
got you.
after
I
this,
asked her at the
yeah.
podcast.
and we'll give you.
Oh,
an answer.
if you was about to do it now,
No,
go.
actually,
No,
I
I'm
have
not.
to
No,
podcast.
actually,
No,
call
go
her
ahead,
right now.
call her.
I'm actually- I'm
I'll
at the
call her.
podcast.
I'll call her.
Danny, do you consider
No.
me your best
I'm
friend?
calling
Yeah,
No,
Luke, call her.
definitely
Call her.
don't
Call
call
her.
her.
Call her. Call her.
Out, no,
please.
don't.
Oh,
Do
God.
not call Danny.
This is content.
Call
This
her.
is
wait,
content
this
This is
gold.
awesome.
No, he's saying don't pick up. He's saying don't pick up.
Now, Luke says he's gonna call you.
Just text her then.
I'll text you.
He said, "Don't pick it." Look, bro, this man is so childish, man. He just
No,
won't let it ride,
no.
Luke, are you calling her?
Y'all not about to fuck up my happy home. What
Yeah,
y'all talking
I don't
about?
think I have her number saved.
It wouldn't mess it up.
She's not. You don't think she?
Oh, shit.
Oh wait, you wouldn't admit to her that she's not your best friend.
I would tell her that.
So then why would it
She
mess up a
knows
happy
who
home?
my best
Luke,
friend
call
is. What are
her.
you talking
Call
about?
her and
Like-
ask her who is her best friend.
Luke, it's been a month. He finally got. You're gonna ruin it for another month.
Call her. I'll tell her to pick up.
Why is it ring like that? That's
It's
weird
Instagram.
stuff.
I don't have her phone number.
I think.
Why don't you call her?
All right, we got 2 calls on Danny right now.
Hang up, nigga.
She can answer yours without answering mine.
It's a FaceTime as opposed to an Instagram. What do you mean?
Bro, look what I got a number saved as.
And Danny probably over at
Do you
home.
see the sub?
Yo, what's up? You on the podcast?
What's up, Danny?
Who wanna ask?
Danny,
Zach,
you on the podcast?
Are you
Save it for the pod.
Would you
Don't say
consider
anything incriminating.
Okay.
Who is your best friend?
My sister.
Would
Thank
you?
you.
Would you? Wait, you can have multiple. Would you consider Phil your best friend?
In terms of my relationship, yeah. That's a different type of friend.
Okay, and you could answer this question. I'd like to get a woman's opinion on this. So Phil's question was, is it important for your partner to be your best friend?
In some ways, yes, but I think it's a lot of pressure to put on your partner to be your everything. I think you need best friends outside of your relationship.
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
can have multiple best
You
friends.
can have
though.
multiple best friends. It's definitely a different best friend relationship that you're having there, but I don't think it puts pressure on. Do you have to go to your best friend for everything,
That's what best friends are for.
or do you when you wipe your ass and you're like, oh, let me call my best friend and tell him I wiped my butt?
Babe,
Like, do you tell them everything?
I said I don't consider you a best friend. Johansson's my best friend, and they don't understand that.
No, we understand. We were helping you see at least I was helping you see the other side of the point.
I saw the other side of the point. The question asked, "Do you think?" Asked the question, and I said no.
But
Yeah.
but they have two different ideas.
Yeah.
Well, we have two different ideas.
All right, Danny,
of-
we'll let you go. We appreciate
Thank
you
you, Danny.
answering.
of what a
Bye.
best friend is supposed to be, and
And
from
she
what I've
just
heard
literally
from
just
both of them is that
reiterated
they're
what I
saying
said.
that to somebody to be your best friend, you have to be their everything.
Yeah.
Which,
But
Which
I
is
don't,
what
I
Danny
don't-
said.
but I
But if
but
you
Phil
da-
said that
no,
too
if you
the
in a
beginning.
relationship, that's what your best friend. If your
But I
partner's your
also-
best
I
friend, that's
also
what that is.
I also
But
compartmentalize.
if you have multiple best friends, they're definitely.
you
I
could
don't
go to
I don't go
someone
to
else.
Justin for everything. I don't go to y'all for everything. I don't go to Kendra for everything. I don't go to my sister. Like, I go to different people for
Based on
different
the
situations.
situation.
I
Yes.
don't compart. I can go to Johansson for anything.
No, you can't.
Yes, I
Ask
can.
him
Bro.
referee advice.
I'm not going to. That's different. Like that's not. If we talking about best friend conversation, like if let's say
Caught him. Got
let's
him.
say I'm in a jam, right, and
Yeah.
I need help out the jam. I'm going to Johansson. Let's
depends on the
let's
jam,
say
though.
I'm not feeling good. I'm fucking depressed, and I need somebody to talk to, get
Yeah.
my shit off. I'm going to Johansson.
But you
Like,
just said 2 seconds ago you were gonna go to your woman best friend
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
things
something for Danny.
yeah, I could also go. He's married too, so I get relationship
Okay,
advice from
but-
him too.
Okay, but all right.
So
we're gonna go in circles. Yeah, we're gonna go in circles.
but again, y'all literally.
It's not important.
My point gets proven because Danny just proved
Yeah,
my
yeah.
point. So clearly
I don't
we
think
see
she
it the
proved your
same
point.
way.
It's not, it's
That's
just,
fair.
It's just
That's
your
why y'all are
opinions
perfect
of what
for
a
each
best
other.
friend
That's
is.
fair.
That they have to
Hey,
be
that's
your
why-
everything, and
that's-
then it has to be.
She said your best friend has to be your everything,
and that's dating
and
violence.
that's not true.
But she also agreed with my point though, and she said, "I'm
That's
saying,
'cause
I'll ask her
you're
who's
brainwashing
who's
her
your
at
best
home.
friend, and who did she say? Her sister. You
Yeah.
asked me who's my best friend. I said Johansson,
But that's not.
and
We also asked if she thought you were the best friend, and she said yes.
In a
it's
relationship,
in a relationship.
she said yes.
Yeah. I
Her
said,
face also said like she was bullshitting, so
Really?
she hates
Thank
Phil.
you.
She probably didn't
Phil
want to like
hates
hurt this
Danny.
nigga's feelings just
She-
in case he
Y'all
said
hate
that
each
we
it
just
was
hate each
important.
other. I don't know why we together. We just hate each other.
All right, moving on though. Get it off your chest real
Toxic
quick.
body
I
love,
was
love it.
gonna skip over it, but I really need to get this off my chest, and maybe someone in this room may agree with me. But it's just the new age parents, bro. Working at kids camp for as long as I have, I just feel like each year gets worse and worse with how much there's these helicopter parents or these, I guess, snowflakes, if you want to call them that. But definitely had a situation earlier this week, which I explained to y'all. Brandon, you didn't hear this, but we had a kid in the youngest group. So he's it was the second youngest group. So he's 7 years old. He showed another girl his dick. And so
Interesting.
Even, just a girl, not another girl.
yeah, it was just them two in the situation. And so I thought a 1-day suspension was fair. A complete expulsion. Had it been an older kid, it could have been like complete expulsion. I feel like for a 7-year-old, that might have been a little excessive because he doesn't really know what he's doing. But when the mom found out about this, because she runs a school, one, she was super condescending to me and my supervisor.
The mother of the boy?
Of the boy, yes. But she just kept going in circles the day of and the next day when we spoke on the phone again. She just kept going in circles on how, one, us using the word suspension was unacceptable. I guess in public school situations, they don't use the word suspension. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what she said. But also, she just kept going in circles on, he's 7. He doesn't know what he's doing. And mad at us that she now had to miss work time because of her child's mistake. Which it's like, there's repercussions for actions. And this is just one situation. Like, there's so many parents with dumbass shit that I got to deal with. And it just makes me scared for the future of this country. Going back to the earlier conversation, like, when did the change happen? Like, all of us are 90s babies. I mean, Phil is a little bit older than you, Brandon and Luke, and myself. But when our parents got news of us doing some type of bullshit in school, they believed what the teacher told them.
Facts.
Now it's the complete opposite. If a parent gets told that their child did some bullshit, that doesn't sound like my child. What were the other kids doing?
Is he white?
He was. It's never the child. It's never their child's
also
fault.
plays a factor in it.
Yeah.
Because white people be like, "Yo, fuck you, mom," and their mom don't be doing nothing.
The reason why is because it inconveniences them.
Yeah.
And so they want to say something's wrong with you in order so that it doesn't inconvenience them. A lot of times when this stuff went wrong was when they child protective laws.
You
and
can't beat
stuff
your kids
where you
anymore.
can't touch your kid.
Yep.
And they call the police and get them removed and all that. That affected a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? You cannot whoop your kid. And, you know, so that blew everything out of the water, you know, in my opinion. And so, like, the kids have no consequences for their actions.
Yeah.
And then when they get suspended, like, you know, it's like, I can't hit them. I can't whoop them. I can't really give them a timeout because even a timeout's a bad thing nowadays. Like, you know, you can't do that in the classroom. You definitely can't do that now. Like, so it's like, what can I do with my kid? And you're like, and then you expect me to keep my kid home when I can't even deal out any consequences. And I have consequences for myself where I got to miss work. And I have to pay all these bills and stuff. Cause it's not cheap living in America, especially down here. Yeah. So it's like I can't miss any days off. You know what I'm saying? Like it becomes an inconvenience for them because their kid did something wrong. But then they can't really do anything to the kid. So it's really teaching the kid that I can get away with stuff as long as I'm a kid. And a lot of kids believe that I can get away with it. I can get away with it. It's just gonna affect my parents.
Yeah.
I also think that's a privileged kid
Yeah.
that you're probably dealing with,
Yeah.
because I feel
Oh,
like if you're dealing with
100%.
like a low income student, their parents probably still will believe you and be like, because they be like, sound like some shit my kid would do. But I feel like privileged parents of privileged kids feel like their kids are angels, they can't do no wrong, and
Yeah.
even if they do wrong, they gotta justify it so they don't look bad.
Yeah, privilege. Yeah, privilege.
Y'all think y'all gonna whoop your kids?
Oh, facts.
I'm not having kids.
I don't want to whoop my kids because Danny's never had a whooping. I would rather not whoop my kid, but I will whip my kid if I
Yeah.
need to. Like, I don't, like, I believe in effective child. What do you call that?
Huh?
What do you call that? Disciplining your child. I
Yeah.
believe in disciplining your child.
You mean spare the rod, spoil your child?
No, yeah, disciplining your
I
child.
don't think
I would rather
it's-
make them
it's-
do like I want to do it to where like I got beat as a kid, so I fucking had extension cords
Yeah.
with like picture switch off the tree. Like I got old fashioned Southern ass whoopings when I was acting up. Like my dad punched me in my shit, bust my eardrum.
Same.
That's kind of extreme. But like if my kids like not listening to me and respecting my authority, I'm gonna show them like, yo, I'm dad, and
Yeah.
I don't fuck around.
Yeah, I personally I wouldn't hit my kid. I'm too strong.
Yeah.
Facts, you
scary
would
as shit.
Kill him.
Yeah,
Or
so
her.
I'd be afraid of doing. I'd be like, I'll either tell the mother to do that. I will not
She
touch
probably
my
gonna be
kid.
strong too.
You could pull off. My dad was a strong dude. I feel like
Not
he
grip
slapped.
strength.
My dad's strong, bro. He's like 260, and he knew karate. Nigga, was like he smacked.
Okay,
I've never been hit so
we
hard in my
can't-
life.
We can't prove that if
Yeah,
he was
bro.
stronger than me or not. So
And just because he did karate, bro, my uncle does karate. That motherfucker.
that man was punching boards that already had cuts
Yo,
in it.
Uncle
No.
soft, G.
Yeah, but the karate thing, like my sister did karate.
Nah, but,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
my
She is
pop,
stronger than
like,
I did karate
She was a black
too.
belt.
I mean,
She is stronger than Brandon.
Yeah.
my dad was pretty strong. Like he was like,
Yeah, this definitely
Ripped
sounds
up.
like
But
child.
when you
My
was a
dad's
little,
better
when
than
you
your
was a
dad.
little kid getting beat, everybody's
Yeah.
strong. You know.
nah,
what
I
I'm
wasn't a
saying?
little
My
kid. I was
mom was
16 in
strong when I
high
was getting
school
beat.
at my almost pretty
You
much
were
at my.
16.
you
That's
still had-
grown
yeah,
man
yeah,
strength is
yeah,
different
grown
from a
man
teenager strength.
Yeah.
I understand that, bro. And
So
I was pretty strong as a teenager.
If
Like,
you
I
would've
thought
said-
I thought my dad was strong as shit, and I'm sure now if my
If-
dad tried beating me,
Yeah.
it'd be a different story.
Bro, Phil, if you would have said like, "Oh, my dad's strong. He lifted a car before," then I'd be like, "Okay, he's strong."
Bro, what you?
But you were like, "He
I
did
could-
karate, bro."
No, like the nigga was 260,
Yeah.
He knew how to punch.
gang banging,
Yeah.
like worked in prisons. Like the
Mhm.
nigga was strong as fuck, bro. I
I'm
can.
not saying he wasn't strong, but like,
I-
there's
like,
no
I
way.
can-
you
there's
can
a
say
picture of
he-
him yoked
There's
up.
no way I can
Yeah.
say I'm stronger than him or he's stronger than me. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm
There's
saying
no way
he, I'm.
that-
He, he probably
Also,
hit
they're
harder than
skinny.
you.
But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
saying he probably okay.
He probably hit harder than you.
They're
And
also-
grown man strength is stronger than young man
Yeah.
strength.
They're also
But I
skinny.
am interested to see what, because I have no idea how my parenting style is going to be, because just like you, I would like to be able to effectively communicate and just talk them out of
Zach's
making
gonna
dumbass
whisper at
decisions.
them to yell at them.
Settle down, children.
Please sit down.
But me and
please.
Tatiana did both get whooped as kids, so
Yeah, I got
don't
whooped
know.
to I got to a certain point. I got too big,
Yeah.
and he knew.
Damn.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, I tried that.
But it's
and
not. I didn't say like I would never fight my parents back.
Yeah.
I would have fought my real
Um,
dad, but like I said,
yeah.
my stepdad was 6'2", 230.
Got you.
There's no fighting back, bro. Even when I tried to fight back, like my brother tried to fight me, he
Brandon,
choked that nigga up.
You were bigger than 230.
Yeah, I was 260 pounds at one point,
Yeah.
but I was not as strong as I am now. So that whole my dad was 260 ain't really phasing me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
my dad was
somebody
strong,
can be
bro.
stronger,
My dad
200 stronger than somebody who's 200.
I
mean,
feel
260.
You. I 100% feel you. Like my
Yeah,
dad
yeah,
was
so
like,
I'm not discrediting your
Yeah.
dad and his punching power, but we would have to have him here to punch a machine to see, like, you're saying things that we can't prove.
Yeah.
It's just
So maybe we just
well how you caught it on your jaw. So maybe if I punch you in the jaw right now, you know,
I bet he- I
he
bet
didn't
he
punch
punched
me.
your
He didn't
gums.
punch me though. He slapped me.
I bet
you said he punched you though.
No, he slapped me. Open hand
you did.
slap.
You did say punch, but I
You
know
said
you
punch.
meant slap
Well,
because
he-
you told
well,
us
he
slap
slapped me.
before.
He slapped
okay.
me.
You told us slap before.
And it's
Oh,
probably
but
the
you
hardest
did
I've
say
ever been hit in
punch.
my life.
I
No, it's
bet
open
if
hand
Brandon
slap.
slaps you though in your eardrum,
It
I
won't
bet
do the,
busts
it
your
won't do the
eardrum.
damage that he did. I probably
Let's
guarantee
try
you
it.
that.
Let's try it.
But
let's try it.
but think about it now. You're stronger.
you
That's what I'm
also-
saying. That's
you
how I
also
know it won't
twice
do the
age.
damage.
You
Yeah,
be in there
twice
taking
age.
licks in the
It
gym,
won't- that's
so
what I'm
now
saying,
you're
it won't
used
do
to
the
getting
damage.
kicked
Yeah.
in the
Can
head.
we at
and
least
stuff.
try it?
No. It's not.
Take the headphones.
Let's
off.
try it on you.
Why? I'm not the one who
So-
thinks that my dad's
But
stronger than
anyways,
Brandon.
get back to the conversation. I wouldn't touch my kids because I'd be afraid that I would hit them too hard.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
I
Just
never
flick
want
'em.
to do that. I probably do
Probably
something
the
like that. I
same
don't
as
consider that
Zach
hitting.
whipping his kids.
Come on, Come on.
Please
but
sit
I
down,
would
kids.
have to have meaningful conversations with them about what is right and what is wrong. I didn't learn things from whippings. I didn't. I did them right again. You know, when somebody actually told me, okay, sat me down and said, listen, what do you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
No, I learned.
I
From
learned
whoopings,
a lot from that. You know, I got whoopings for stuff I didn't even do. I just would not snitch on people, and I got in trouble for that. But when somebody told me what I did wrong and what it was I'd expect, like I didn't realize why I was in trouble, and you just whip me and not telling me what I did wrong. You know, that's what I'm saying. Now I'm kind of, especially when you didn't do anything wrong, you don't think you did anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody explains, okay, look, you did this, and this was going to happen. Like, you know, you're hanging out with these people, and I whipped you because if you're hanging out with these people, y'all go do something stupid, you're with them. You're guilt by association. That's why I hit you. Oh, shit. Now I know. You know, so I think I'd be more able to explain to them, like, you know what I'm saying, from like, this move is going to get you here, and this and like that, like make it like a chess kind of thing.
That's smart.
Yeah, because, you know, kids don't really understand.
I'm not gonna have kids.
I learned from whippings. Not gonna lie to you.
Same.
Yeah.
All right, we can move on though. I know we've been rolling for a minute. We'll probably skip sports at the end. But music, there was a
Yeah, we could
lot.
probably skip sports.
Huh?
We could probably skip sports.
Yeah.
Bro, how you just gonna skip mine?
Oh, you had something?
I had to get it off your chest.
Oh, go.
It
Go
was
ahead.
it's
Sorry,
something quick though,
sorry.
and something real small.
My fault.
I feel like a lot of people go into job interviews and they try to memorize. Like I interviewed someone just this week, like 2 days ago, and we're asking them like, tell us about a time when this. Tell us about a time like what's something innovative that you've implemented. What's a diverse program that you've implemented, bro? And they give the most generic answers with no actual evidence of them ever doing anything like successful, like implementing anything successful.
So what do you want to have, like a report with them on?
That's
it?
just
No,
a
no,
bad
no. I know,
interviewer.
but but
I'm just asking a question.
I want them to be able to tell me of something innovative or something diverse that they've implemented at their past university or institution, right? But I feel as though like
I also thought you were talking about students. I was like, this is a
No,
pretty
it's a
advanced
professional- it's a
question.
professional
for,
staff.
Yeah. I
Professional
figured
staff.
that now. Yeah.
this is like someone who's been in the field. They're like 39 or something, like been in the field for like 10 plus years or whatever. Like they should have stuff that they've done that they can show. The problem though is my problem is not just with people who can't do that. My problem is with this whole idea of interviews. That's my main problem. Interviews being how you like it's a memorization game.
Yeah.
Same with like tests here in the United States. Like you're taught to memorize something and recite it, or memorize something and regurgitate it, or whatever onto a piece of paper. Like
Yeah.
Instead of
right
being able
for
to
tests. The same is for
conceptualize.
interviews. So like for instance, in an interview, like what's so bad about coming to that interview with like bullet points of things that you've done? So when I ask you, you can check, you can look at your thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm not interviewing you because I want to test your memorization skills. I'm interviewing because I legitimately want to know what have you done in your career
But you
that
can
could
do that,
benefit
though.
here.
But isn't he telling you by memorizing what he actually did?
No,
Or is-
he did not memorize. He literally gave me a general answer about like it was a two-part question, like what does diversity mean to you, and what's like a diverse program that you've implemented. And he pretty much just talked about how diversity is important because college campuses are very diverse. That was what I just said in one sentence was pretty much his answer.
So he
And I'm like, that's a very political answer, and you have nothing to show for what you've actually done.
oh, I ran this program
like,
where
exactly.
this and that.
Like,
Okay, I get what you're
we
saying
have.
now.
He could have said like, oh, in my past institution we had 100 international students, and I started to diversify my program offerings for them. Like I offered squash or whatever, like cricket, whatever.
Yeah.
Even if you fucking didn't do it. But the thing with me is like that everyone's so focused on memorization and us having to memorize stuff. Like anytime I interview someone, I legitimately want to know how you can benefit the program by something you've actually done in the past that maybe you can bring to this program.
Yeah,
Instead
So
of
you just want him to memorize.
I
what
don't
he
want
did.
him to
No, he
memorize.
doesn't
Doesn't
want to.
want
But
to.
you can
He
literally
wants him to be about that action and be able to talk about what he's
You
done
can
to
bring
show
a
that he's
piece of
about that
paper.
action.
he wants him to bring notes. But the thing
no,
is,
you don't have to bring notes. You can memorize it if
No,
you
but
want.
what I'm
you
saying-
can bring notes.
But this you still have to, if you're talking to somebody, you're going to have to memorize what you, okay, you're going to go over what you said, and you're going to regurgitate
yes, but it
so,
can jog your memory
Yeah.
if you write down, like, oh, I did these, like, let's
or
say,
you can just
let's
know
say,
what you did.
But I also
then
think
it
he's
doesn't
just
sound
a-
like it was like,
no, even if it's just bullet points, and I'm like, what have you done for diversity, like, on campus? And, like, you have a bullet point list of, like, 5 things that you did. You could just pick one and talk about it. If you did it, yes, you should be able to talk about it.
but if you did it, you also should be able to memorize it.
But I
You
also
But some
think-
people
Some
like
people get nervous in
yeah,
interviews.
like me, my memory is trash, especially if I'm in a pressure situation. Like,
Yeah.
I might remember down the line or some shit like that. Like, even when we talk on the podcast, like
After
I'll
the
think
pod,
I'm making great points, and then I'm like, oh, I should have said this.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's always conversation when you're like, oh, I should have said this. I should.
But
Yeah.
it sounds
Thinking
like
back.
your
Yeah.
gripe is not with
Not with the-
interviews. It's just he was a shitty interviewer.
No,
No,
My
gripe
gripe
is still
is
interviews, yeah.
is with interviews.
Because he might have been a great candidate.
He might have been a
had
great
he no. I'm not saying Luke would have sent the
Exactly.
questions beforehand, but had Buddy been able to see the questions beforehand, he could have said exactly what he did. And same with every other candidate. And then as the hiring committee,
So-
he can look at
But
all the
wait.
people to see
It'd be
who's the best
better-
person.
Exactly.
We need to better
But
prepare
wait,
people
but
for
no,
interviews.
that's my point. He's a terrible interviewer.
yeah.
Because
I mean,
had
both
he
are
had he
true
had
in
this
this-
had he
both
had
are
the
true
star
in this-
format,
Yeah,
he would have
yeah,
been
yeah.
fine.
Both are true in this situation.
Yeah, my bad, Phil.
But I
Yeah.
feel as though interviews shouldn't just be a memorization game.
Yeah, it
And-
it wouldn't be just a memorization game.
Well,
it's
how do you
kinda-
but how do you learn about somebody's experience if you don't ask them? So it's not. It has to be a memorization game because you have to be able to
No, but what Luke-
recite your
You're
experiences.
still missing what Luke
You don't
is
have
saying.
to be.
You can
they
still
want
ask.
it not to be robotic.
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
have
yeah.
more like
Again,
not like
that's-
a robotic answer.
that's
like,
not-
Oh, I already had it prepared. Here's it. That's it. But they're not like.
That's
it,
not-
So
It doesn't make sense.
I brought. I'll
personally,
be
it doesn't
honest.
make
I
sense
brought
to me.
bullet points to my interview.
But
All
it-
my interviews.
But again, that's you're saying one interview of a bad interviewer.
No, a lot. No, it's not just one interview. We've interviewed multiple people. This position has been open for over a year.
So also.
I mean, I've only been there a few
That goes
months,
back to
but
the thing
we've
is that
interviewed
people are
multiple
not
people.
prepared or are not told the right things. They're being taught to just memorize things and just regurgitate it instead of being better prepared. Have somebody say, okay, that you answer this like this. Maybe you should say this. So it's about being prepared because you can ask the question. Anybody can ask the same question and somebody gives you a different answer. Somebody who's better prepared gives you an answer.
For a yes.
So-
I ran this club
Yes,
here
but for-
at FAU and then this.
But
and
for a
and-
non-situational question, yes, you can be better prepared. But for a situational question, I feel like, I mean, yes, you can be prepared. But for a situational question, I feel like it's a little bit different.
Ask Phil a situational question.
Ask me.
Phil's, what is one innovative program that you've implemented while I was a graduate assistant at FAU?
At FAU, I would say, in terms of innovative, we didn't have an innovative program that we implemented, but we did bring innovative. Actually, no. I would say the innovative programs that we brought to FAU while at my time at FAU, we introduced Suncoast for officials. We brought the cellphone basketball tourney to Southern Illinois, where we invited, or Southern Florida, where we invited teams from within the state to compete to go to nationals. So that would be my answer. And I would say that's one of the things that we did that was innovative because those programs didn't exist before we got there. We got there, we saw a need, and we addressed the need because we had the facilities to do so while also giving our officials experiences to ref in the tournaments, and we gave our staff the experience of programming and playing a tournament. So that's what we did that was innovative, and that's how I enhanced FAU while I was there. So again, that's a bad interviewer because if you tell interviewees to come in with a star format, situation, situation task, answer is like, I forget what star format means, but it's pretty much you ask me a question, I give you the situation, I give you the task, I get you what I did, and I give you how I solved the problem. I answer it in that format.
Yes, I get what you're saying. You can be prepared for an interview.
Yeah,
and
they are not
memorize things.
prepared.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I have a problem with the format of an interview being
And it could
memorization.
also
But
not,
again,
but it could be.
why do you have that
also
problem, right? Because you
Yeah,
asked me
I
a
don't
question
understand why you have
that
that problem.
you just asked me a question that I had to have an experience and I would have had to memorize that experience. If I forget that experience, I can't answer that question. So if
Why?
I don't remember
Just
we
because
did
you
so
forget
flow,
the experience, you still did it. It's still on your resume. It's still something you thought of. It's still something that you
it's
implemented.
not on my
But if-
resume
but if you-
anymore.
but if-
no, not anymore. But if you were applying for this job, it would still
Yeah.
be on your resume.
but I will still have to remember that experience. I would still have
Yeah,
to
you
memorize
would go.
that.
did it
You
with-
would go in No, because it's all about memory. You have to memorize
You have
it.
to, bro.
Just like you said,
listen,
you just said he forgets.
Listen,
he forgets.
Luke's. I think Luke's whole thing is with interviews, we put too much weight on the interview process and maybe not so much on like resumes and stuff like that. Because in this world, there's probably so many people that have been hired for positions just because they have the gift of gab. If we had Phil and me, we were both applying for a position, I might be the actual better person for the job, like with experience, with what I can actually do. But because Phil has the gift of gab, impress everyone with how he spoke in the interview, but might have shit experience, Phil gets the job. And I think that's all in all what Luke is saying.
That's not true though, because even to get to the interview, you have to meet a certain level of prerequisite.
Of
So we
course,
don't
of
even
course.
get to these interviews if my resume don't match the
yes,
qualifications.
yes,
so
of course.
I don't think people like my
But that
thing
still
is
doesn't put the best person in that position.
Yeah,
You can never
still
put
have
the-
like if this is the qualifications.
What about the best
we
person
both,
ever
we
applied?
both meet the qualifications, but I could be up here and you're down here. We both met the qualifications.
But again,
The
what
qualifications
what
right
about
now are dumb low.
But I'm saying, what
for
about the
this job.
person that has all the qualifications that y'all think are the best person for the job? They get the job and they do a shit job at it, over the person that you felt was more passionate about the job, that would have been more hardworking at the job, that deserved the
He
job,
knows
that
his
didn't
stuff,
get
you
it.
know?
Yeah, it's always
He
there's
took the time
there-
to
thank you.
memorize everything he
I think
did.
we're bringing up different. I think we're bringing
no
up different
because
points now, bro.
you can. My thing is,
I think you have a gripe with not the interview process, because they're gonna ask even if you change the questions or anything like that, it's gonna be the same. But it's people being prepared for the interview.
that's what it is.
You can change the process, but like have like a situation, like have them run through a situation.
I mean,
Like,
I
what
thought
would they
about
do?
even
Run
giving them the
reports?
questions beforehand.
No, again,
But
it's
you
just
can meet-
the pool you've been getting is pretty shitty. That's all. You've been getting the shitty pool, because had you had a standout in that interview
And probably
process,
nobody wants to really go to Nova, like, you know.
that's it. I mean,
They want to go to a bigger university, and like, so you're not getting the best candidate. You're getting somebody who
you
just
getting the
needs a job.
throwaways.
He's like, oh, I can't get a job at it, so I'm gonna try here.
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
all.
That's
Maybe.
probably what you're getting.
My thing is, you never. It's always hard to hire the
ev-
best person, because you don't know what the
Bro,
best
every
person is.
interview I've went into, like, I don't even sit there and try to memorize facts, because I have a good memory. So when they ever ask me, oh, can you tell me a time you did this? Oh yeah, I got it right off the back of the head. I did this here and this and that. Or you experienced adversity in
know.
the job.
Take for instance, right?
Yeah, I got it. I got a whole bunch
I
of
think
stuff to
I'm
pull
pretty
from.
good at
Take
identifying.
take
the
for
best
instance,
person.
right? When I applied as a grad assistant to go to Southern Miss, I felt I was the best person for the job.
How
right?
do you know?
I'm finna tell you why.
You don't know the other candidates when you apply to the G position.
Okay, I'm finna tell you why, right? So
He can still believe he's the best.
yeah, my resume was stacked. I had been to their tournament 3 straight years in a row, so I knew how that tournament ran. I had a really great relationship with their director, and I knew a lot of people on their staff. I felt like I was the best person for the job, right? It wasn't the gift of gab, because
No,
I
this
had
is currently.
just
Just because you've been to the tournament 3 times don't mean you know how the tournaments run.
I
Because I've been to multiple tournaments.
yeah,
I don't
but
know
you
how the
wait,
tournaments run.
you don't know how the tournaments ran, but I had a great relationship with the director, and I ran tournaments at my university. That was pretty big, and we had to introduce Special Olympics, and this was in 2011 when other universities had it. So I can be like, oh, while y'all just doing regular tournaments, we've already doing Special Olympics tournaments. Point being, I was top 3rd in the finalists, right? So I didn't get the job because they offered it to somebody else because they thought it wasn't the best fit. Not that I wasn't the best candidate, right? Me and the director straight out told me, like, oh, I liked you, but the assistant director that we bringing in, we don't think you would be the best fit, but you were one of the most qualified. But then a week later, or actually no, like a couple days later, the guy that they offered the job to didn't accept the job, so they called me and offered me the job, right? And they was like, oh, he didn't accept, would you still be open to accept? And I said no, because y'all didn't. If you didn't accept me the first time, I don't want to come to say. I don't want to be. But that. Again, I felt I was the.
But no, it's relevant in a way he's saying that he
I was
probably
confused.
in their
I
eyes,
probably
he
was the best candidate.
Yeah.
but they went with somebody else who's a better fit, who fits their environment. Because you can be
Yeah.
the best candidate if you don't have the right
this got
environment.
nothing to
You
do
No,
with
fail.
but it has
You can fail.
everything to do with the conversation, because when their best fit did not take the job, you know who they went with? That person they would have thought would have been the best candidate.
Yeah,
What that got to do with the memorization thing, though?
because
But we was just talking about hiring the best candidate, bro.
Yeah.
We was like, stay with me.
Yeah,
like I know you like
this
to
is a part
disagree
of
with
it.
me all the time, but just stay with
you
me.
guys actually brought that up.
No. Once
Well,
he
Zach
just said
did.
that, yeah, and now he got me back on track. Luke still lost, but I got lost. Now I'm back on track. But
But that's my point being, you don't always hire the best candidate.
Yeah.
And I think your gripe is not that you memorized interviews, is that y'all had a shitty pool. Because had y'all had a top qualified candidate, y'all would have been able to identify him and y'all would have offered them the job.
And then the
But
person probably
even-
doesn't have people skills because there's so many variables into a job interview.
They are very personable. They got along with everybody and made everyone feel comfortable in their interview as
So
an
that sounds like
interviewee.
the perfect fit.
Sounds like a good fit to me.
But
Or
they
the best
can't-
candidate.
They couldn't speak to any of their experiences, and I would have appreciated. What I'm saying is, I would have appreciated if he had just jotted down some bullet points on his notebook, because he had a notebook in front of him as he was talking. Just jotted down some bullet points and spoke to those bullet points.
So
That's all
que-
I'm saying. Have a toolbox
How
of
bad
things you
did
can
he
talk
want that
about.
job?
So question, if
That's all I'm
y'all
saying.
if y'all didn't speak on experience in the job, just experience, and you take every other aspect of the interview, do you think you'd have been the best candidate?
If we don't base it on
if you
his
don't talk about-
experiences,
Yeah, because if the thing is, once you get in
There's people who have
in
been
our
not
career,
qualified for a job, but then they're the better fit, and you can teach.
you can
anybody.
teach them. In our career, it's
Yeah.
pretty easy to teach the stuff. Can
Yeah,
we
but
at least
you
agree
gotta
on
have
that?
You gotta
Can we-
have the person who's personable.
Can we agree
who
on
can
that?
Fit in there. You don't want no person that nobody feels comfortable with.
Yeah, because let's go back to the FAU situation. Hakeem wasn't the best technically, but the program went way better than Leduc, and
Yeah.
Leduc was more technical. On paper, he was the better candidate, but in actuality, Hakeem was the better director or the better program director.
In my job, I
Right?
probably wasn't the best candidate. I probably
I don't
was
know
the
why.
best.
I don't know why you think Leduc's the better director, or Leduc's the better candidate. I mean,
On paper, I would argue that they probably thought he was the better person. On paper, I don't know.
But like I said, in my job, like coming from my degree, it's outside of my field, and they hired me over other people because I was a better fit to deal with the population I was serving.
Yeah.
And so that has a big thing. You could teach anybody how to do stuff, you know what I'm saying? But if they go in there and they can't deal with everything else that's going on, all those variables that are happening when dealing with kids and stuff like that, then you don't, even if they had, stellar background, they taught at this place, they did this, they did all that, and they can't even hold a class together, you know what I'm saying, over somebody who may not have had all that experience, but have good rapport with the kids or stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it is that, because you could teach anybody anything. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
They say when you get out of even with your job, will get out into the world of getting a job. They say, you got to have this amount of experience. Nigga, I have no experience.
But he's been in the job for 10 years. Plus, he would be the highest over his area. So there's no one teaching him how to do the job. He has to know how to do the job. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But like I said, people know how to do the
Yeah,
job,
like you
but they
can
didn't get
you can teach
hired.
anyone to do the job.
Yeah.
But with him being the highest, he'll have to tell people how to do the job. There will be no one to teach him how to do it.
But does he have the experience? Was it on his resume? And
On
stuff?
his resume, yes, but he couldn't speak to it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would have loved for him to speak to the experiences.
But did you guys like look at it or see those references, those past jobs? That
Well,
if you
I don't
worked
call
there or not?
references. I don't call references.
That if you worked there or not?
Again, shitty interviewer.
All right,
Yeah,
we
it's
going in
just-
circles. We going in
There
circles.
we are.
Music. Bunch of new music dropped today, Friday, as new music
sir.
always drops. So we'll start off with our boy MSB Micus. He dropped a project. At first, when he sent it, I thought it was just a single, and then I'm like, oh shit, it's a project. But Give Me Peace. It's actually very fire. He didn't give us any payola, so I actually might cut this out unless we get the check. So Mike, send the check.
That's crazy.
But nah,
boy,
it is a very dope project, and of course it's going to sound biased because we are all friends with him, but it is legitimately a good project. Give Me Peace. It kind of has a bunch of different vibes on it.
I would say mainly R&B, Afro beats.
Well, yeah.
For sure.
Well, I feel like it was just maybe like a couple of songs, Afro beats. But how long was it? Like 6 songs or something like that?
20. It was, I believe, it was 8 songs.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
It
was
less-
27 minutes.
Yeah, definitely less than 10.
It was 8 songs, 27 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, but I told him earlier, definitely like the first song. Gave me Burna Boy vibes after I just listened to Burna Boy, which we'll talk about in a second. Third song had Drake vibes with the Honestly Nevermind. But overall, it was a dope project. And the only song that he was really rapping on was the last song.
No contra. My joint is Into the Weekend, and I think it was Into the Weekend, Crashing Cars, and I believe Not You. I think those are my favorite three.
Okay.
My dog was in
I
there
haven't
moaning.
listened to all of it yet. I must admit.
It's good. I told him it was the most.
Yeah, the first
it's
couple songs.
most
Peace was
cohesive
the
project.
first song.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
That pussy
Yeah.
give me peace.
He didn't say that.
He said pussy.
No, he didn't.
That pussy give me peace.
I thought it was okay, and I'll be honest, Micus, I've liked some of your other stuff in the past.
Oh, this was my
See,
favorite.
this is
of
my
his-
favorite.
yeah,
I
this
think
my
this is the
favorite
best
of his,
one. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna have
I
to
disagree.
go and look
But
at it.
I was
Mike.
also working while listening, and like doing others, so I haven't sat with it as much as I would like. But first listen, second listen, I would say that this is my favorite project of his so far.
Same. I sat with it. I mean, I usually listen to music at work, and I can listen to it like 3-4 times in
Yeah.
a row. And I was like, all right, this the one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's save Burna Boy for last because I feel like that's gonna be the one we talk the longest
African
about.
Giant.
But Westside Gunn, he dropped a project today. Did you listen to it?
No, he did.
Yeah, bro. I could not listen to that shit. Like, I just have to admit, like, accept the fact that Griselda just isn't for me.
Oh, Peace Fly Guy. No, I love. See, Westside's one of my favorite ones.
Bro, it's the beats. Like, the beats are just so fucking boring, bro. And it's like,
It's so
I feel like
grimy.
I don't know what space to listen to because it's not gym music, it's not ride music, it's not vibe music. It's
It is
like,
ride music. It's for sure
me,
ride music.
and especially like I listened to 3 songs and I cut it off because it's also with him. It's like the beats. It almost sounds like he's rapping off beat.
So this the thing. So you can't listen to Westside the same as you listen to Benny and Conway.
Yeah.
Because Benny and Conway, they lyrics. Westside's like fashion and vibes.
Yeah.
So like his style, like at first I hated him,
Yeah.
didn't like him, and then like somebody was like, "Now you listening to him wrong," and it made perfect sense. And I was like, "All right, let me go in there and just listen
Yeah.
and just see if I can just vibe with it." Like
Bro, but for
I
me,
fucking love Westside,
for
bro.
me, it wasn't even the lyrics, and we had this conversation on a previous pod. Like, I'm big on the beats, and I do listen to the lyrics as well. But it's just like I said, it sounds like he's rapping off beat, and the beats just are distorted, and I couldn't listen to it.
I gotta listen to it now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out on the ride home.
Brent Faiyaz, he dropped Wasteland. It's been having mixed. Well, I've mainly been seeing bad reviews about it, but I listened to it. Wasn't that bad. The skits on it are pretty dope. It's an
Oh
R&B
look,
album.
you listened to 3 songs. Look who's listened. Oh
Yeah.
wow, it's funny how that works. Oh wow.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
I've
Brent
never
Faiyaz.
argued.
I know,
I
Lou.
never
He
argued
didn't
that.
listen to the whole project. Funny how that works.
I still don't believe it. I think it
So Brent Faiyaz, I gotta live with that a little bit more. Wasteland. So far, I think I do like it, but like I said, everybody else shit on it.
I haven't heard it yet.
Chris Brown dropped his deluxe album. Haven't listened to that. But Matt, he asked me about it after the last podcast because we didn't discuss Chris Brown at all. I don't like this album. And Chris Brown was actually getting on his fans. He was like, oh, y'all don't fuck with me unless I'm having negative headlines in the news. But honestly, that project was just ass. And that was another
What
one
was that
I
last
just,
one he dropped with like 100 songs?
He
on
makes
it?
his projects too long for me to
all
want
his
to listen
projects
to.
are just long as shit. Like I didn't
He,
even
like give me
look-
like 3 solid ones.
Yeah, I didn't
Three
even
solid,
look.
like,
Let's
you know?
let's check right
Bro,
now.
give
to
me a
see.
45-minute.
7 trash, not
Project.
450 trash songs in one. Okay.
Let's see how long.
I
this
wish
one is.
artists took the Pusha T route when they make projects. Less is more.
Yes, this
Instead of fillers, just every track just hit.
this
Yeah.
Chris Brown project 33 songs.
How long?
See, I never pay attention to the
I always
length.
look at the time.
1 hour 50 minutes.
Way too long.
Almost
1
2
hour and
hours.
50
1
minutes.
hour and 50 minutes.
How long was Donda?
Wasn't 1 hour and 50 minutes.
Holy crap.
And it took me 2 days to listen to Donda.
Yeah. All right.
And Donda's got duplicated songs too.
Yeah.
Burna Boy.
Wait, before we get to Burna Boy,
Okay.
G Perico dropped
Oh yeah,
a
you
project.
said G Perico dropped.
You know what I'm saying? He dropped
Perico?
111th East EP.
Really?
If you like West Coast Crip shit, like I love West Coast. Like I love West Coast music, but West Coast Crip shit music is different. Like you like West Coast blood music.
Yeah.
I
was
like
just
West
gonna
Coast
say,
Crip.
we
Minus
be beefing.
Kendrick. Like minus Kendrick, cause Kendrick and J Rock.
I deserve it.
For the most part, my favorite artists from the West are usually Crips. So
Yeah.
Nipsey, fucking Schoolboy. Snoop's a Crip.
Yeah.
Tupac, well, he was an outlaw, but
No, Tupac was a blood. What you talking about?
Tupac was Bloods are out. Well, Outlaws are Bloods.
Oh,
No, Tupac was an outlaw. I don't think they're Blood or Crip. But I don't know. I could be. But like
I
most
swear-
recent,
I swear Tupac was a blood, bro.
I don't think so. My most recent rappers though, you might be right. My most recent rappers though, pretty much all like
what the
favorite
hell
out the
this
West
house
been
when you got-
Crips,
I ain't got no
with the
signal.
exception of Kendrick.
Yeah.
So, but G Perico is fire.
Is that concrete?
111 Thesis, that shit.
Yeah. All right, Burna Boy. I tweeted it earlier. I'm only 3 listens in, and I think it's in my top 3 albums of
They
2022.
said Tupac wasn't a part of any of the gangs.
Oh, really? I really
Wasn't
thought he was a
or
blood.
Crip.
Maybe it was just because he always had the red bandana on.
Nah, he was
they
for
said
sure outlaw.
Tupac's second solo album was Red, so everybody thought it was first, that he was a blood. But though he hung out with Bloods and more often their rival Crips, Tupac did not join either gang. That's what it
Got you.
says.
All right, but Burna Boy, what's y'all take on the album? I know we less than 24 hours in, but
I've listened twice. I like
This
this
one
album
I
a
was
lot.
Haven't.
I think it's better than Twice as Tall, his last album, and I'm not sure if it's better than African Giant yet. So African Giant is my favorite Burna Boy album,
okay.
but it's better than his last project.
Okay. So to me it's just it's flawless. I mean, there's a couple of songs that
I
I
would say
could
flawless.
skip. Like Science and Kilometer are probably the only 2
I
songs
fuck
that
with Kilometer. I fuck
No,
with
Science is
Kilometer
actually
heavy.
kind of lit.
Kilometer heavy. Kilometer.
What's your
so
favorite?
I'm not saying I dislike the songs and I would skip them, but if I had songs that I had to skip, it would be those
Okay,
2.
what are your favorite songs?
Probably
There's one on mine that's
I
my
know
least
it. I know
favorite,
it's.
and
I
y'all
know
are
it's.
gonna be like, well, why is that your least favorite?
I know it's your favorite, Tony and Sing, which definitely sounds like it'd be Sin's grandmother's name.
You know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
My
Pop
homegirl
Guns
knows
on
that
it.
girl.
now I
That's
can't.
songs
Now I
out there.
can't listen to that one anymore. Now you said that because he's talking about smashing her. She's beautiful. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, so my homegirl that I'm cool with, she knows her. We was just talking about that today.
Who?
Tony Ann Singh is like an Instagram girl. She was
Oh,
like,
okay.
"Oh, I'm friends with her," and like it's crazy because that song's about her. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Cap," and then she sent me the profile, and I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah, but
okay."
Popcorn's on the song, and you know how Luke is obsessed with Popcorn. I feel like Blast, I talked about a couple of podcasts ago, and ever since then, he's just been featured on every fucking album that I listen to.
Uh-huh.
So Blast, I'm glad to see him blowing up. A feature with Ed Sheeran.
That's
Hey,
that
Shereen.
song kind of go hard though.
Bro.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like it is hard, but I'm saying
it
it's
goes
dope to
hard.
see that feature.
Whole time I was thinking about jacking off. What are the lyrics
Hey, wait,
exactly?
what?
What do the lyrics say exactly? Do you know?
No, I forget.
Something about like I long for my hand.
No way.
Oh, hold on, let me see what the lyrics are.
I long for my hand.
I like
Hold on,
Kill.
hold on.
I don't really know the I don't know the names of songs because I was just listening to the
Yeah.
album.
I just. Oh wait.
But Kilometer's up there for me because I like Kilometer a lot.
Like you like the measurement, so
Okay,
that's your
okay.
favorite song.
No, like I fuck with the song heavy.
Oh.
Like I just before I had the single
He fucks
downloaded
with the
before the album.
measurement.
Got you.
That's a funny one, Zach.
Well, because he was like, I like Kilometer because I like Kilometer a lot. Like what?
Wait, that's
is
what he
that?
said?
Yes.
I think
Because I like the
I
metric
think,
system.
yeah.
Is that
I
what it
think
is?
I like Vanilla, but I'm not.
Hey,
not
shouts
sure.
out to the metric system.
Yeah, for real.
Wait, you think you like which one?
Vanilla, but I'm not sure because again I don't.
Wait, so you don't know which ones you like?
No, I was just letting it go.
Which
Yeah.
ones you like?
Kilometer.
Because it's Kilometer.
And then last,
You
I
that
know
reminds
Luke
me
had
of?
brought
The
up.
cake. That's
Okay.
why.
And he does repeat it, and then he's like Kilometer or whatever, however it is.
Kilometer.
You
It's right up my alley.
do you change your car miles into kilometers?
Mm-mm.
I feel it definitely does.
He definitely.
Wait, Luke, what's your least favorite?
Kilometers.
You said we'd be shocked.
Yeah,
by it.
the Wild Dreams.
Oh,
Where he
with,
says that long
oh,
for my
actually,
hand?
I really like that song with
Yeah,
Khalid.
it's a
Khalid.
Khalid. It's a very, to me, it's very like radio poppy.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was Ed
no.
Sheeran on that song at first.
It's the
No.
most radio pop of
Oh yeah,
all the
that's,
songs.
that's definitely gonna be
Even more the Ed Sheeran one. That's
No,
gonna
I'm
be what
saying-
they play over the radio too
Yeah,
much.
that's gonna be
and
one
it's
of
gonna
the
get
singles.
annoying.
I heard that song and I thought I'm like, damn, Ed Sheeran's featured on 2 songs
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it sounded very similar
does.
to Ed
It
Sheeran. and I
doesn't
was like,
sound
yo,
like
it doesn't
Khalid
sound
at all.
Khalid, and I was
Nah.
like, oh shit,
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran's on like he's all over the album.
Yeah.
Bro, Squid Games?
Yes, that's what I was
Yes.
just gonna say, bro.
Bro,
To
different
sample
sides.
Squid Games, that's
He's-
insane,
yes.
bro.
He sampled Squid Games. The
Dunny night,
The green light, green light.
yeah.
Red light, green light.
And he made it into a beat. And
Yeah, that shit
slaps.
hard, bro.
I liked It's Plenty. And then my favorite one might be Common Person. Well, my favorite one other than Last
Yeah.
might be Common Person.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he snapped on
shit.
this album, bro.
Nah, Burner
Slaps.
slaps.
I never listened to it.
Did you?
You don't like it? Do you
Common?
like
You
Afro
need
beats?
to listen to it.
Huh?
I
Even
feel like you don't.
Send it to me.
even if you don't listen to Afro beats or like Afro, like this album's still awesome.
Wait, do
bro.
you like Common? Did you like Common Person?
I can't even remember what it sounded like.
Bro, that one's.
But like I said, I like the whole fucking album. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
I gotta listen to it and actually pay attention to the
Nah,
songs because
I
I
haven't
just
really
letting it
listened to
rack out.
anything new. I just been listening to like some old
Like,
like
you want some West
early
Coast Crip
rock
shit?
stuff, like the Offspring, you know, Blink
Yeah.
182 and so. Yeah,
So it's
bunch of that
not
crap.
it's not new music, but this week I downloaded Reasonable Drought. You listen to Stove God Cooks? Or
Nah.
Stove God Cooks. It was a project between Stove God Cooks and Rock Marciano. And bro, that shit's so fire.
A stove guy from New York, right?
Yeah, he's I think he's
From
part of Griselda.
Syracuse. Yeah.
If you like Benny and Westside, they rap.
Okay.
That shit was fire, bro.
As long as the beat's not trash and it sounds like they're
Nah,
rapping
I'll
off beat.
send you a song.
All right.
Yep.
All right, but last but not least, and the main reason we got Brandon on this podcast, and Phil will probably check out now, is to discuss Stranger
Kids.
Things.
Stranger Things.
Yeah. Bro, please tell me that's not in 4K. I just realized. Oh my God, I'm going to be here all night exporting.
And just give it back to him.
Oh, I'll actually be back in Pines tomorrow morning, so that's perfect.
Are you refereeing tomorrow?
Yeah. All right.
What time do you ref?
I forgot.
What time do you work?
At 8.
8 a.m.
Yeah, 8 to 11.
I
Just
might
take it
slide.
home.
I might
12.
slide. Is it worth it for me to slide?
No,
I'll
bro,
evaluate
the
you.
basketball. I mean, you can. Yeah, at Pines. Bro, it's little kids. It's not going to be worth it.
Okay.
But anyways, Stranger Things, the second part of season 4 just came out this past week.
2
And-
episodes.
R.I.P. my dog Eddie. I love that man.
Yes. So Brandon, he had a lot of theories. At this point, I don't even remember all the theories, but go ahead, let the people know what your
Okay, so
theories
the
were,
first-
how you felt
first
about
thing
the season.
Is that this season's probably one of the better seasons.
Oh, by
Season
far.
4,
I-
the all 9.
The whole nine.
By far.
I think it's production wise, everything. Yo, it's ridiculous.
Beautiful.
I
I
turn them down.
I think
That was
that
good.
Your voice carries.
my favorite part was when Max was floating in the graveyard. That was my favorite part.
In the graveyard.
That was so
yeah,
lit.
The
like,
one
when
that
they were
turned
trying
into a
to save
meme.
her. It was
Yeah.
so emotional.
Yeah.
Running on that hill.
Bro, I listen to that song all the time now.
Did a deal with God. It's on my workout playlist, and when it comes on, I get fired up.
Bro, I was singing it and it's actually, that's not the lyrics.
Yeah, I didn't think that was the lyrics.
Make a deal with
But yeah, so theory number one, which is the main theory, was that I had like in the beginning, I was like, yo, Vecna is Elle's dad. I was like, he's a weirdo, and then the way he's talking to her, he's not talking to none of the other kids like that. I said, this man has to be her dad. He keeps saying like, you're more like me. You're like just saying things. I'm like, it's kind of like this man's his dad. And then I got an argument with Luke about the man's age and stuff like that. Then I had to go back. There's a reason why they're showing you the dates. They're trying to tell you how old Henry Creel was when he first started killing. And he was like 10, 12 years old. And then if it goes back to 86, when they're now, how it's being filmed, he would be like roughly, if he was 10 to 12, like 37, 39.
Yeah.
And that's as Vecna. So I was like, before Elle, like this is like 5 years ago, before Elle escaped from the facility, he would be like 30, in his early 30s, or let's just say I was wrong about the age, off by a little bit. He was 8 or something. He'd be like in his 20s. So I was like, yo, like the lines up, he could have procreated and had a kid. It would explain why he's there to teach her, and it would explain why her mother was at the facility and stuff like that. Like, you didn't see none of the other kids' mothers there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was just like, before then, like, they were like kidnapping kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, what's her name? She was in season 2. 8.
I can't remember that.
Her number's 8. 8, where she can make you see things that are not there.
Yeah.
And like
I didn't
you
really.
know.
Season 2 was my least favorite, by the way.
Yeah,
But keep going.
but she can make you see things, and she
Yeah.
was hunting the people who had captured her and took her away from her parents. So that was letting you know that a lot of those kids were kidnapped kids, but they mainly pointed out that Elle was born there. You know what I'm saying? Because father was there watching her being born. She had the
So
memory
we
of that.
obviously haven't gotten closure yet, but you still think that Vecna is
I still think
11's
You
dad?
know what? Now that you mention
because he didn't kill her right away.
the kidnapped part versus the mom being in the hospital is a good
in
point.
the clinic, the prison.
Because they show the flashback with him being there when she wakes up after the baby's born.
So
So I could see that, but I mean I don't know if I fully believe it.
But
I
that's
can
why
see
he
it.
was going after her, and he was like, "You're special, you're stronger," and stuff like that. That's why I was believing. I was like, "Bro, like it's like a father. He wants to rule the world with his daughter," and that's why he's saying we can change everything. We can change everything because she's strong, because has this genetic material. So that was the first thing, and then the second, well, I'm gonna tell you the one that wasn't true. Maybe it's not true, but that Vecna's been around since season 1. I was saying like, yo, he's been around since season 1 because he was that thing that got Will, like, because it wasn't a Demogorgon. Like the Demogorgons ain't got telekinesis and open up the latch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, he's
Will,
been around since
Will was
season 1.
season 1 or was that season 2?
Will when he got caught. That's how it all
What
started
was
off.
season
Okay.
1? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I couldn't
season 1
remember.
where he was riding his bike after they were playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
And he got caught. And
That's
it makes
that's a
more
good
sense
point.
because now they were saying because Will in the season 1 was playing the song. Remember the song that his brother was playing in there, and he's like, "Oh, this is Will's favorite song."
Oh, so
and
did
then,
you get this theory off of Twitter or no?
No, I knew he was there, but I saw that the theory of him singing the song was what saved him. Why he was able to survive in the Upside Down.
He survived in Upside Down and no one else did.
Yeah,
The girl didn't. But he was singing the song that his
because
brother
he was
used to
captured
play.
by Vecna, and the other
You
people
don't
got
remember
captured
that?
by the
His
Demogorgons.
older brother Jonathan.
Yeah,
He used to play
music for Will.
Will,
Yeah.
and so he
Yeah.
would sing.
So that part, I was like, Vecna was the one that kidnapped
Yeah.
Will. But then like the people were showing all the clips of like that's why he survived. And I was like, I'm on par with them. You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense because Demogorgons, like I said, can't have telekinesis and open up the locks and stuff like that and capture them. So that was another thing. Like he survived because
That
he was
monster
singing
could
a
have
song.
just had telekinesis though. That one specific one.
But it looked like Vecna. It looked like Vecna.
Oh, it was the one with no face. No.
No. It was in the
remember,
woods.
Yeah, but it had no face. Remember?
But you can see it was shadowy. It was a silhouette.
Bruh, I don't know how you like. Obviously, Luke just watched it, but
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
watched
how
all
you
4
remember.
episodes
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, they said there was a man with no face, but Vecna had a face.
But but think about the time he was captured. It was at night. And also Vecna has no face.
He has
He's
a-
just
I mean, he has
he
has features
tentacles and stuff
Yeah,
like
but
that.
he still
Yeah,
has
but it's a-
eyes.
He has
and
no
nose.
nose.
And
He's
mouth.
like
he has a-
Voldemort.
no,
he
he
has
has
no
a
nose.
nose.
Yeah, well, he has.
No,
a
he has
hole.
no
He has
nose.
a
He has
hole
the
for-
holes where it is. So
Yeah.
it's like your
So it's
face
some-
is your skin. If I ripped your skin off your face, just muscle
yeah,
fibers.
Okay, yeah,
and a skeleton.
okay. I get what you're saying.
No, so he doesn't have a face in terms of skin, but he has distinguishable features.
Yeah.
Of eyes
If I
and a
rip your
nose.
face, if I cut your face off right now, you would have muscle fibers and you would have a skeleton and you would have features, but you wouldn't have no nose. So all that stuff got burnt off.
So
Yeah.
the way I understood it was that he didn't have any features on his face.
No, but
Nose, eyes,
My
nothing.
thing of understanding is that if he has no face, if I just ripped off your face, you would still have features like cheekbones and stuff like that. But like you would still be a humanoid thing looking, but like you have no face. So that's what I believe, and I was like, oh yeah, it's good to see that these things like other people think alike and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The one thing that I really didn't have, I thought Eddie. I think because everything was happening around Eddie, that he was like a patient at the facility, one of the kids who had powers. I was thinking at first it was 10 or number 2, the one that was bullying Al, but I never got to see because I was like, he has tattoos and stuff like that, and I was like, maybe he's part of that, like, you know, and he just lost his power in the event. So when I rewatched, cause I had to rewatch it because of that theory, I was thinking, and I was like, it would be more likely if he was either 10 or 2, because 10 tried to stop the door when it hit Papa and hit him, and then 2, Vecna like broke him a little bit, but it didn't like he finished him off, like you know what I'm saying, because he's like, you know, so That because I had rewatched that part multiple times. I was like, he didn't finish him off. He didn't finish him off. Maybe it was that. So I was thinking Eddie was like part of the thing because also Eddie said like he was talking to Chrissy and he was like, "Oh, you don't remember me? I had a buzz cut." Yeah. And I was like, all the kids had buzz cuts. So I was like, probably he had a buzz cut like because he got out of the facility. Yeah. But in the later season, like 8 and 9, he was talking about how his dad and stuff like that. How he was raised with his dad, and his dad taught him how to hot wire cars. Yeah. And so I was like, all right, that's a theory that went out the window and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't think that would have been one. Yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't holding a candle to it, but I was like, maybe it could be something. But I still think Vecna is Elle's dad.
Yeah,
and we have one more season, right?
Yeah, it's the last season. They said it'll mainly focus on Will.
Next season?
Yeah, that's what the writers say.
On Will.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the end of the episode, you saw the thing on the back of his neck was starting to bubble up, and he started touching it. So he clearly has something inside of him or connected, like you said. Yeah.
Which kind of sucks because we already dealt with that in season 3.
Him.
Yeah.
I can feel him.
That was season 3, right?
But also, there is another theory that I actually saw. This is not my theory. I saw this where they said that in the actual Dungeons and Dragons, Vecna was killed by a vampire. And they were saying Eddie is going to be the vampire, and it kills Vecna.
Well, he was
because he got bit by the bats
type things.
The bats, and he got left in the upside down.
Yeah.
And that he would revive and become immortal because he also had the bat tattoos.
Do you remember that, bro?
Yeah, the bat tattoos.
Bro, that was in season 4. That was the last episode.
No,
he
did
died
they? No, I'm saying about a fucking vampire killing Vecna.
He said he read that.
Dungeons and Dragons. That was
It's something it's not something he
saw
a while ago.
In Vecna for Dungeons and Dragons. His name's not Vecna. It's Henry Krill.
Yeah.
So she's like Henry.
Yeah.
Bro, but Nancy's hot with a gun in her hand.
I don't know about that. You don't even remember which one's Nancy.
No,
you remember
Will's mom.
Mike's.
Oh no,
Mike's sister. Bro, what?
Will,
did
you
just be bad in the interview? You forget everything.
Wait, who is?
I forgot I even worked there.
Nancy.
They'd be like, "What did you do at the University of Cincinnati?" He's like, "Huh?"
Nancy.
Cincinnati, never heard of it.
Nancy.
Bro, Nancy is Will's sister with the gun. The skinny girl. She dated Jonathan and
yes. Bro, her head is big as shit.
Harrison.
Steve Harrison.
Her head is
so Steve
always here.
Okay, who are your favorite characters?
I mean, definitely 11.
Well, yes, that's the obvious one.
Phil? No, you don't want to.
Who are your favorite characters?
My favorite characters.
I have two questions. The first one. Okay.
I have Hopper and I think Steve are my favorites.
Steve, I hated him at first, but he quickly became as soon as he started helping them.
Yeah.
Hopper, you're just like, who's Hopper?
No, I was gonna say also, and I can't remember his name, but the one that helped Hopper and Will's mom.
Yes.
The guy who died?
No. The one that was able to translate the Russian.
Yeah.
And he's just the.
That is hilarious.
He's the detective.
What's his name?
Maury.
Yeah, Maury. Maury.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I love that guy.
He's up there for me.
Yeah.
Him, Hopper, L, probably my three favorite.
Like, I've been learning karate.
Bro, he actually beat that
he was beating him up. I think it was a luck, like grace of God kind of thing.
And I want to not like Dustin, but I fuck with Dustin.
Why would you not want to like Dustin?
I don't know. He I don't know.
I think.
But I fuck with.
Out
Dustin.
of all of them, out of all of the 4 of the kids, I think Will's my least favorite.
Oh, I think that's the consensus.
So what do you mean you wanted to not like Dustin?
No, I don't know why I don't want to like him, but I fuck with Dustin.
He's missing his
but
teeth.
no,
That's crazy, bro.
That might be
That's crazy.
But Will is a fucking bitch ass nigga, and his haircut pisses me the fuck off, bro.
Bro, the one thing that meme I sent,
bro,
it was like,
why did Mike not say anything when he was crying?
That's all he saw.
What, myself? Dude, that was hilarious.
Okay, second question was rank the seasons from best to worst.
4th is probably the best. I think.
Well, you asked us this last time. I don't know if you're specifically asking
him.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
asking him.
I think 4 is the best.
I don't even know if it's...
And how action-packed it is.
Yeah, I don't
and
even
a
know
lot
if
of
it's
things
up for
going on. I
debate.
think 2 was the weakest. I think 1 and 3 are...
4, 1,
yeah,
3,
for
2.
me, exactly.
1 and 3 are
4
like
is the
same.
best. 1 and 3 are interchangeable.
Yeah.
I think I would have to watch it again to better tell you. I think 1 might be slightly ahead.
I think 3 may be slightly ahead.
I mean, but I'm. It doesn't matter
because
it's
of the Billy
for
scene.
me.
Billy was in season 3. Billy was my guy.
Yeah.
I didn't
was about to take down some
I didn't really
moms.
like Billy.
Billy was about to
take
take down some
Mike's mom.
moms. I was like, yo, that
Nah,
is
Billy was lit. Billy was lit.
No,
lit. And at
but-
the end, he like, ah.
No, that part pissed me off.
I cried.
That part pissed me off.
Cried
Did
a
I tell
little
you?
bit. No, why?
I'll talk about that, but yeah, 3 and 1 are interchangeable. 2 was easily the worst. Anyway, 3, the ending pissed me off because he's the whole time he's corrupt, right?
Yeah.
Like he has the demon inside him, whatever. As soon as everyone's about to die, Elle whispers to him, just naming some things from his memories, like blue shoes, red hat, towel with sand on it. Like she's whispering these things to him, and immediately he's no longer evil.
No, but it's
would-
a memory. It's a memory thing.
But why they couldn't have done that shit earlier?
No, because she
They
had
went the
to-
whole
she had to
season.
infiltrate his memory.
And if it's actual,
infiltrate
that
it.
monster in that last one, you saw how powerful it was, right?
Yeah.
Literally hundreds of people it had corrupted. And she literally just goes up and goes, like, that's like if I knew Zach from FAU, I'm like, summer camp.
But it
Hakeem,
was using,
Hakeem Grooms. And
it
now
was-
all of a sudden you're not evil.
It was
Yeah.
keeping
Bro.
it was keeping Billy as like a conduit. Like it was morphing everybody into that big thing, but it was keeping him as like a thing
I
that
get
could
that.
speak and talk and stuff like that. So it had to keep some of his personality
that
and
was-
stuff like that.
That's still very anticlimactic.
I don't think so because it's trigger words. You know what I'm saying?
They
And-
could have found another way to
But
make
like
him less
sometimes,
corrupt.
like if you think about when people remember things, like they don't remember
But
the whole scenario.
You're,
they
you're
remember
trying to
the
give
one thing.
you're trying to give this deep explanation as to why, like, it's just a little thing that pissed Luke off,
Yeah.
and Luke does have a point. Like, if that was all it took, like they could have did it.
But they didn't-
they could have done
know.
it 3
Yeah, if
episodes
they
ago.
did-
But
yeah.
it was a build up.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's a build up. He's fighting something inside of him, and then it's
Yeah,
just
but
that
she-
one memory was so
Elle
powerful.
knew about those memories, I'm pretty sure, a couple episodes before the final episode.
But it's
at least
it's
2
kind of
episodes
the heat
before,
of
I
the
feel
moment
like.
because you got to think about what was all going on in that scene.
Heat of the moment, I'm not whispering to you. If
No,
you're
no, no, no,
evil,
no.
heat of the moment, I'm not whispering to
what
you
was
some
going-
memories.
What was going on in that scenario?
They were in the
thing
mall.
Was weakened because
Yeah.
they kept firing the firecrackers and at it. So it's control. So in its usage of his power to stay together with the fireworks and the fire and stuff like that, its control over Billy was slipping, and that was the key thing that was able to help break that control finally. So that makes sense to me. It's solid to me because you know what I'm saying.
I
It
don't
was
know,
losing
to-
its grip over it because
to
it was
me-
using him to communicate to them in words,
get
but
that.
it was keeping most of his energy inside that big thing. So it was just using him as a conduit, and then that thing was able to break it after they weakened it.
I
with the
get that
fireworks.
theory. I'm just, for me, it's just we had such a great season 3,
Yeah.
and then it ends like that.
I didn't think it ended bad.
It could have
It
ended.
ended like
It
that.
could have ended better.
Hopper, we thought Hopper was dead, even though I didn't think he was dead when
No,
he first happened.
it could have ended better, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. I don't agree, but I don't know. Actually, I just said that just to keep it moving.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
But
That was the last topic, so.
Yeah.
Wait, but overall, like with the, because we kind of jumped all over the place. We talked about the theories, but just as far as the last season goes, and like part 2 of the last
2
season,
episodes?
what y'all think about that?
I think it was great. I think the last 2 episodes were more than what I expected.
Yeah,
They were more than what I expected. They didn't give me any concrete to my main theory with Vecna was.
Oh, wait,
dead.
real
But
quick.
It kind of did give a little
I
bit
thought
more.
the whole like them breaking or Elle breaking out, even though like the Papa
a little
died or
cheesy.
whatever, it was. But I thought that, to me, like I wished it would have happened sooner. I wish it would have happened sooner so we could have seen her freer sooner.
yeah.
Like had more time with
Save
her
Max.
powers.
Or
No,
Oh,
on
they freed
Elle
her?
when they found. I'm saying when
they freed her from Nina.
when the army,
Nina
yeah,
project.
yeah. When they freed her, I would have liked her to have more time as a free person, like to use her powers
Yeah.
and shit.
But that's not how it works.
No, I get that. I get that. Also, I do think that scene, to me, that scene was kind of lit. The way she like destroyed the
With
helicopter.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Even though she had the shit on her neck,
yeah,
she was able to still do it with the shit on her neck.
Yeah.
yeah,
I like how when Papa died, she's like, she didn't say I understand. She was like, die.
yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I mean,
Also, Will's not my least favorite character. It's definitely the captain of the basketball team.
No,
or
I
whatever.
said of the 4.
Oh, bro,
okay,
he was
yeah.
so
Captain of the basketball
jockey.
team? Oh.
yeah.
No, but I just meant of the 4 kids.
Okay, got you.
No. Yeah, he's definitely bro. When he followed them and almost destroyed the planet
Yeah.
in the last episode, bro, I was pissed.
I was
I was
Yeah.
so glad. Caleb McLaughlin. I don't know. I can't remember his name.
started
right now,
beating the crap out of him.
beating his ass.
Because
Yeah.
Max was dying. Just started tagging him.
Which is wild because Caleb looks like 7 grades younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do y'all think Max is gonna like survive and just be okay in the next season?
Bro.
I think she's
Or
gonna.
would-
I
would-
think she's gonna be blind.
Would that be too cheesy?
No. I don't think she's ever going to wake up.
Really?
When 11 went into her mind, it was nothing.
Yeah, it was nothing.
There was nothing.
And it's kind of fucked up now that 11 saved her life, and now she's just gonna be a vegetable.
You think 11 should just let her die?
Yeah. I
It's
think
either
she.
that or she like finds
Oh,
her.
yes, because I missed that part.
Oh, no.
Go. No,
You
'cause
have
I
a new
was,
theory?
I was remembering when she was lying there and she's like, I can't see, I'm worried
Yeah.
or whatever.
That
that was the last.
that
So-
shit hit my heart, man.
Bro, for
It
real.
just got to my head right now.
Yeah.
Max is going to get saved in the next season. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when she went into her mind, she didn't see anything. She
Yeah.
couldn't find Maxine. What happens when Vecna kills his people? What happens? They say it almost every fucking time. What happens when Vecna kills somebody? What happens to that person?
I'm trying to.
Papa said it a lot. He
Bro,
said
don't
it a
yell,
lot.
Don't yell. Don't
I
yell.
Sorry,
forget- I forget.
Papa said it a lot.
Say it, I forget.
Papa said he doesn't kill them. He absorbs every essence of them. So when he killed Maxine, he
yeah.
absorbed every essence
So
of
you
her.
think it
So
goes back to
the reason
her?
why she can't find Maxine is because she's inside of Vecna. Even though she brought the body back to life, she has to put the soul back into the husk.
Okay, what about all the other bodies and souls that left, like Chrissy and the little nerd?
They're
boy?
dead. They're all
so,
dead.
Oh, so they can't. They didn't just.
Max's vessel is still alive,
Oh.
but she has to go get the husk and put it back in.
Yeah.
Put the soul back into the husk. That's the new theory. Catch it on TikTok later.
But the fact that Elle can also save lives.
Yeah, that's
She's
lit.
a superpower. She can do anything. You heard what
Yeah,
Mike
but-
said when he was talking to her? I love you. You can do anything you want. You can fly.
Bro, initially I didn't think she could. But then she's out here just putting her hand on
Bro, she
people and saving
opened a
them.
portal to another world and sent a man through there.
Yeah.
And started this whole crap. She can save.
She didn't start the crap, bro.
Yeah, she did.
She didn't.
And she never sent.
she
If she
didn't
just
start the
killed
crap.
him and never sent him to the other world, we
Bro,
wouldn't
don't try
have
to
this
make
whole
her into the
story.
monster, bro.
She is the monster.
Remember
Like
the whole
Henry
time
Creel
she's
said.
like, I'm the monster. I'm the monster.
Yeah.
Henry Creel told her, "You
She's
are
not-
the monster."
She's not the monster, bro.
She's like Dr. Frankenstein, and he's.
I want Henry Krill.
Frankenstein
I want
monster.
Henry Krill's dad to be freed.
Sure, for real.
Because he's
Alright.
in there for no reason, bro.
Hey, but hey, man. So that's the new theory. So put this out as quick as possible. That's the new
All right, it's been another episode of Save It for the Pod. Phil hit the drop. Peace.